dim up in lights. He just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else.
Hi guys, we are back for episode 2. That was really gay, that, wasn't it? Hi guys, wasn't it?
Hi you guys.
Sorry, that was awfully homosexual on my part.
Hi you guys.
That was far more homosexual on your part. Yeah, anyway.
Really?
It's happening, peeps. Well, I was just saluted as well. We're back, episode 2 with George. Say hello, George.
Hello, George.
And with Adam, or Lil Pip, whichever one you want to call him, with his 26 followers on Twitter. And
45, no.
Whoa! 45 followers on Twitter. Yeah, this is us. We're back with yeah. How is everyone? That's still going. Shit.
I'm alright, like.
There you go. I'm like looking at you there, like. Do you want to fucking say something? Yeah, you're alright. I haven't seen you for ages. What's going on? How's life been?
Been alright. Been interesting, as usual.
Interesting. Watched any wrestling?
I watched a bit.
Have you?
Yeah, a little bit before with you.
That's smashing that, innit? Look at that. How are you, George? What's going on? What's crack-a-lacking?
I'm fucking tremendous, mate.
Fucking tremendous. Well, that's not the text message you were sending me this week, I'll be honest with you, but we'll go with fucking tremendous for now.
That's a guy with a plenty of spirit now.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been drinking, so
okay.
I'm feeling a little bit better than I was when I spoke to you the other day. I was fuming.
Have you been drinking tonight?
Yeah.
Wow. Doing it on drunk.
I like your style, George.
Yeah, man. It's
Can
right.
we adopt this way of thinking?
I like it, yeah. We've got a little... Is this why you wanted James Storm as a little segment? Because you like to drink beer a lot?
Oh, just because I'm a raging alcoholic.
You said that, not me. You said that shit. Yeah, I've been sound. Nothing very exciting on my part, to be honest with you. I will say, as like before we start, because I always forget to do this, and when we're plugging and stuff like that, and all that bubbles. I'm trying to get people on like our Facebook, because we never really go on Facebook, and it's really terrible because we really should go on Facebook. So I'm trying to like man the Facebook and get some like likes on Facebook. So much you go on it.
Not followers.
No. So get some likes on our Facebook. So if anybody's out there and listening, and they're listening live, or they're listening tomorrow, or they're listening in a week, or they're listening on the 27th of July 2018, hi.
Wow, that went fast.
Like us on Facebook if we're there, you know what I mean? It's just go in the search bar and SLTD Wrestling. Yeah, I'm hoping to get us up to like 300 likes, because 300 isn't a lot.
We just want likes.
Yeah, we just want likes. I mean, on our Twitter we've got
greedy.
like...
We're not friends, we just want likes.
Yeah, well we're not an actual person page, because like...
We're not
people. Yeah, we're not people. We're just a like page. So yeah, but yeah, on our Twitter we've got pure thousands of people who are like, yeah. And then on our Facebook we've got like 4 people like, what's happening? What's going on? You alright? Oh look. SLTD Radio.
Laid back Facebook.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get us like Facebook likes. That's it. That's maybe a new big thing. So yeah, we're just gonna roll right into it, do our thing, get it going, all that funky shit. What are we starting with, George? What are we doing? What are we going with? What do you want to do?
I figured that we would go straight into TNA, but I don't know how much of impact you've seen.
I've seen all of it. Well, I haven't. I've seen the bits I need to see. We'll say. I haven't. I'll hold my hands up and say I wanted to watch the Kurt Angle and AJ match, and I kind of skipped it because I didn't have time to watch it. Which
it's not like against your religion.
I know, and it killed me to do it. But AJ's annoying me at the minute. Oh, he's so annoying, and his music is gay. Sorry to all the gays, but it's a bit gay.
You've got something against the gays?
No, I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I apologise. Do we have any gay listeners? Do we? Don't out yourself. Don't out. I was worried there. Don't out yourself on our show. Don't do that. Don't be like, yeah.
If we did, we don't have any more after you.
No, sorry. Yeah. Like, hi, I'm Domingo from Little Oakley. There's only gonna be one Domingo, isn't there? You know what I mean? Yeah, don't out yourself on our show. That's terrible. This isn't Jeremy Kyle or nothing. I'm just saying, if there is any, yeah, and you know, There you go. But yeah, we'll go. Oh yeah, I've got a bit of news which I was meant to thingy. I was meant to like have a look for news, but all the news that I've seen kind of fitted into where we were going, so I didn't want to really do a news segment. But me new favourite person in the whole world, Colt Cabana, CM Punk's best mate. I did hear from apparently I did from the Wrestling Observer. Apparently Colt Cabana, you don't know, I'm looking at you like you don't have any idea who this guy is, but he's cool. He's got his own podcast like The Art of Wrestling and that, and I'm totally addicted to it. Anyway, don't want to be giving him free plugs if he's not paying us, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's apparently been had 2 tryouts to be a colour commentator for WWE, and I was just wondering about people on Twitter and Facebook and all that bullshit, and George's opinion on such things. So yeah, what do you think about Colt Cabana coming back to what was his gimmick in, wasn't it like 2006? He had a gimmick in WWE, is that right?
Yeah, I think he was there for about 6 weeks or something. Scotty Goldman, that rings a bell.
Yeah, he was like a gym owner or something like that. He had a Segway, didn't he? I know that.
Yeah.
He drove a Segway down to the ring. And he was like a manager of someone, wasn't he, or something like that. I seem to remember.
That's a bit lazy.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, he's cool, and apparently, Punk started to get him some tryouts, and he's coming. Well, no one's heard anything, but apparently it's meant to be that he's been doing colour commentary. So, what do you think, people? That's where you come in, Adam, because you are the voice. You're the voice of the voiceless.
There's no voices out there yet.
Oh.
No voices are giving me anything to do.
Awkward that, like. Awkward. What do you think, George? Where are our dozens and dozens of fans? Seriously? Go on, sorry, George. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I think that at this stage, anybody would be better than Jerry Lawler. He's beginning to piss me right off.
You hate that guy, don't you?
It's just that he thinks he's funny, and he's really not. Like, he's not been funny for the last 15 years.
That's heavy.
So, he keeps coming out with the same shit all the time. And you're just sitting there going, do you actually have any idea what's fucking going on? Or are you just sitting there playing with yourself? Like, is this what's happening here?
I don't, well...
He is enjoying the ride, like...
Yeah, I don't
see where you're coming from.
I was trying to be diplomatic and say something about him not playing with himself, but then I just thought, he probably is, to be honest with you. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Is Jerry Lawler been on Raw since the first Raw? Has he commentated?
It feels like it sometimes.
I can't remember. Was it? What didn't he? Vince McMahon and him have done Raw since the beginning, and then obviously Vince became Vince, and everyone found out that he owned the company and that.
Yeah. And then Jerry just stayed shit.
Jerry stayed there
15
for
years after that. Yeah.
1,200 episodes or something like that. That's insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a fuckload. But yeah, like they do need a different voice, because Lawler just drives me crazy. JBL's tremendous at it, because I think he just sits there purposely to annoy Michael Cole. Like, whatever Michael Cole says, JBL just goes, no, you're an idiot.
You say that, don't you?
No, but I thought it was the other way around. I think it's like Michael Cole's telling JBL to like...
Yeah, like JBL's saying something.
I think Michael Cole's more smarmy to JBL than JBL is to Michael Cole.
Which one? Cole isn't a heel anymore, is he? Cole used to be a heel commentator, and he's not anymore, isn't... I
don't think it's within the storyline. I just think it's general.
He's just being an arsehole.
Yeah, just be like...
I know that JBL is like is somewhat of a heel commentator, but a better heel commentator than Taz, I will say. That's just like ridiculous. I'll be honest with you.
See, I don't know about that. I actually think they're both really good.
Really?
Taz just now. Taz just now is excellent.
No, I don't like Taz. Is like aces and eighties. Do you know what he reminds me of? Right, Taz reminds me of like remember when Paul Heyman was on commentary and he was like with the Alliance and that, and he did that. That's what it reminds me of, but like that light, because it's just not as good. I'll be honest, because Paul Heyman's genius, as you say.
But I think Taz is really good at what he's doing, but WWE need a different voice, but the problem is they have to let Colt Cabana be Colt Cabana if they're going to let him do it. They can't be this watered down WWE version of what they think Colt Cabana should be. Colt Cabana's podcasts are entertaining because he's himself. He just sits down with wrestlers and shoots the shit for an hour and a half or whatever it is, and it works because he's himself, not because he's a WWE character.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's like like if they try and turn him into something, because I know that's what when Mick Foley was on commentary, and he said that's why he left the company, because he had Vince in his ear all the time telling him to say stuff, and he was like, I would never say that. Do you know what I mean? And it's like he got screamed at down at the headphone by someone, I'm assuming by Vince, and he was like, yeah, fuck this, I can't be arsed. If you're not gonna let me do and say what I want to say and like give my insight into it, then what's the point of me being here? So I don't know. I would like Colt Cabana to. I would like it. See, it's one of them things. It's like a catch-22. It's one of them things that like I would like him to come into the WWE because I think he deserves it, and I think he's worked his ass off, and I think he should get like that, like well known. Do you know what I mean? He should be that guy. But at the same time, I think one, he doesn't need it particularly, and two, it's like it gets people. It's one of them things that if Colt Cabana was on WWE, then it'd have hundreds of people being like, oh yeah, I've loved Colt Cabana for years, because they know his name. Do you know what I mean? Because they've seen Punk wear a t-shirt saying, yeah, I'm like, you know, we love Colt, or something like that. People have seen that t-shirt, googled it, and gone, oh yeah, Colt Cabana, yeah, I know him, yeah, he's boss. And it's just like, shut up, you fucking mark. Get away from me. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing that I wouldn't like. So
as long as he's got free speech, he's alright.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'd...
Probably wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd get it. Imagine though if like Punk came on commentary because he was like injured, or you know he was like in a feud but not in a match.
Yeah.
And Colt Cabana and Punk were on commentary. That would be insane. Insane. Yeah.
I think they should just let those two do that for the entire 3 hours of Raw.
Yeah.
Fuck Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler off to retirement home, keep JBL on SmackDown, and just have Punk and Cabana just shooting the shit for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's the way forward.
It never happened though, to be honest with you, like. But still.
No, that's because Vince's grapefruits appear to have shrunk down to the size of I don't know, fucking peanuts.
Yeah, they aren't big at the minute, like, I'll be honest. I think they're plastic.
That was peanuts, people, not penis.
Something like, no one said anything. Our Twitter's pure dead. Jesus, is everyone on Facebook?
Let's start talking about wrestling then, instead of commentators.
Well, we talk about shit all the time,
Yeah,
just random bullshit. But, yeah. At least tweet in and tell us you can hear us, because I don't want to be doing the show if no one can hear us. If something's gone wrong with our audio, and we're like, yeah!
Hit the mute button.
Yeah. And it's, no one can hear us, it's just 13 minutes of nonsense. Then, yeah. But it seems a bit weird, we usually get something. Anyway, we'll carry on. Even if it ends up a show that
doesn't exist.
That seemingly is pre-recorded, we'll do that. Just at a shoddy.
Just no editing.
Just made on a shoestring. Yeah, so we'll go to TNA, seeing as though it's weird that no one's saying anything. This is worrying. I'm scared.
I think you may have offended people with all your anti-gay ranting.
I wasn't anti-gay. I was
just gay jabs to show it's all he's full of.
Yeah.
We've got two tweets, yes.
So I think it is.
Nonsense. No nonsense here.
I say, thank God you've actually switched the microphones on before we came on here.
What did you say, George? Sorry.
I said, thank God that you switched the microphones on. I've been sitting here thinking, I wonder if he's actually pushed the right button.
I have, yeah. Yeah.
Isn't it great the way you doubt him, though?
The equaliser is going, yeah, up and down. What's Twitter saying, lad?
We've got confirmation that we're online now.
Yes.
We are out there.
Come on.
On them digital airwaves.
What's people saying?
Well, apparently Davey is our one gay listener.
Love that.
So, I hope that he hasn't just that came out. I hope that hasn't happened, like we discussed earlier.
See, now that makes sense now. Alright, Davey, right.
And Sportsman was saying he's no nonsense.
I'm gonna apologise, because I you know when, like, I didn't even realise that it was gay, so I'm gonna apologise. Although I did read a tweet the other day with him being super excited to stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, to watch Cher on The Voice, and I
seen that as well.
And I thought, that's odd. But now it's all falling into place. It all makes sense. It's right, Davey, man. It's right. I love that. And then the Davey, ooh, love it. Love that. Done. That's it. That's sound now. We can go off here. It's all gravy. People are hearing us.
People are laughing. Sitting in silence.
It's all good.
Well, then TNA, what's been going on?
Yeah, we were going on TNA. Yeah. What do you want to talk about on TNA? That isn't Hulk Hogan just yet. George.
Yeah, I think we should avoid Hogan right till the end. So let's talk about the Bound for Glory series. So they had the last few matches this week to get the participants finalised. The first one was Bad Influence against Storm and Gunner. So the winning tag team would get their 2 spots in the Bound for Glory series. I thought it was a decent match, but it was a little bit too short. They couldn't get an awful lot done. It looked really rushed the way it came across. The crowd were really into James Storm, as they always are every week. I mean, that boy should be the world champion. Never mind having Hulk Hogan involved in the situation, but we'll get to that later. The first of the match came when Daniels hit Storm in the back with the tag belt, and Kazarian rolled Storm up to get the win. 1, 2, 3. So Bad Influence in the Bound for Glory series. What do you think about that?
I fucking love Bad Influence. I'll be honest with you. I could literally watch Christopher Daniels just walk to the ring all day. I'm not even joking. Everything he does at the minute is just genius. The whole gimmick. I think the fact that they've just kind of gone, yeah, we know he can do it, so let him do what he wants, and like the stuff he's saying in the backstage, and like just like little stupid things, like they don't call Hogan anymore. They call him like brother, and James Storm they just call Jim. Like Jim's had loads of tag team partners, and he was saying something about like he's had so many he had more tag team partners than Taylor Swift's had boyfriends recently. And then just like as they were talking, Christopher Daniels looked at him and was like, yeah, he should probably get tested. And then it just carries on. It's like little stupid things like that you're like, that's boss. Like it just makes it cool. Know what I mean? So yeah, Bad Influence. I would like Christopher Daniels to be world champ just because he's just so entertaining. And Kaz with his managing, he's got his manager's card, hasn't he? So he can manage him. He can be out there and thingy, yeah. So all that stuff, just the whole gimmick, and like the fact that they're like proper good mates, so they just get on and they like bounce off each other and stuff like that is I think it's genius, to be honest with you.
Johnny White saying Bad Influence are fantastic. That's probably the best tag team in the world.
In the world? They probably are, to be fair. I can't think of a better tag team at the minute, because I would say hell no, but they don't exist no more, do they? So.
No. But I mean, Bad Influence have been the best tag team in the world for about the last 2 years now, at least.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
It's a joke when you consider they've not been champions, yet Chavo and Hernandez have. Like, Chavo's like the black hole of charisma. Like, nobody likes him. Like, when he comes out,
black hole of charisma.
Surfing in the crowd when he comes out. And
yeah, that is true.
It's just like, Chavo, just fuck off, man.
What did you say? Was it last week that you said it? Or like on the, I don't know, because I've listened to a few of our shows over the last few days, like. But did you say it was like Eddie Light one time? Was that you? That's all.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
I think the next thing, the next stage in Chavo's sort of taking over Eddie Guerrero is he's going to call himself Latino Heat and come out in a lowrider with hydraulics bouncing up and down. That's the next stage.
Yeah, pretty much like.
Easily.
Yeah, he's gonna have to blonde his hair, and do you reckon he's gonna have a storyline where he's telling people he's someone's our fella, and he'll have I'm your pappy t-shirt, something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who you could do that with.
James Storm. I'll be honest with you, because he's got a little girl, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. We're writing fucking TNA. That's how easy it is. What's Twitter saying, lad?
Well, Adam OB has only just joined us, but like he said, better late than never. Hello. Go. And
love Adam. He's a proper dude. Like
Sportsman was just asking about Hulk Hogan, but I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about him yet. George might eat me down the phone.
I realised why you looked at me all puzzled, because I thought you were like, what's HH? But you what's BFG?
Yeah.
It's
a big
Bound
for
Glory. Bound for Glory.
It's Bound for Glory. Sorry, by the way, I don't watch TNA.
No.
I haven't seen that much of TNA ever, to be honest.
Have you ever seen TNA?
I've seen a few of them.
One.
No,
Did it have 6 sides in a ring?
I remember when it used to have 6 sides, yeah. Not so much of a square.
Yeah, I miss 6 sides, I'll be honest with you. 6 sides rock.
I think it looked better, it gave itself this little...
Yeah, it was something different, wasn't it?
But that's, I imagine bouncing off the ropes was probably a nightmare.
Yeah, I remember AJ Styles saying that, like, it was... He remember getting on the top rope one time, and he, like, you completely forget. For like a minute, you just climb up a turnbuckle, and you're like, yeah, do this. And he stood up on the top rope, and was like, oh, you've got to, like, pure duck your feet out, because, like, you've got to, like, the way you've got to balance on it. Because you've got, like, instead of, like, standing there with your feet forward,
it's not 90 degrees, is it?
Well, yeah, you've got, that's what I mean, yeah.
On the square.
Yeah, so he was like, you've got to sort of, like, stand there and have your feet, like, to either side, know what I mean?
Yeah. Standing jump off the ropes like a penguin.
Yeah, that's what he said, and I was like, yeah, we never really think of that, to be honest with you, but, yeah, I suppose. So, I don't know. I like 6 sides, but clearly not.
They changed it, and you move on.
Yeah, that's it, really.
But that's about my knowledge of TNA, so...
Yeah, that was like, how long has it not been 6 sides yet, since Hogan went there? Is that like 3 years, something like that, 4 years?
It must be long.
Too long.
Yeah,
is the answer to your question.
Yeah, Sports Mama even misses 6 sides.
Everybody misses 6 sides.
Yeah, man, we do.
Well, like you say, probably a poor design for the wrestling thing. Like.
No, but it's made them stand out, and it was something different.
It was good. I liked it. Like,
yeah.
I did honestly prefer it.
I think that's what TNA had back then. It was like, it was different, and that's why people watched it. Like now they watch it because it's like not WWE. That's it.
Well, yeah.
Know what I mean? So
you're allowed to do bad things on it.
Yeah.
Not get shouted at.
You're allowed to swear and have blood and that. Yeah, it's a bad time. What else happened on TNA, George? Who else is in the BFG series? Sorry, that's where we were.
Yeah, we were Bound for Glory. BFG.
That was where we were heading, yeah. There was a return on Impact. Everybody's favourite One Gauge Ginger Spreaker piss. Crimson came back. And,
nice description.
Nice
Yeah.
and accurate, I feel. Like you say, you can't polish a turd and you couldn't even roll that cunt in glitter.
That was the first C-bomb.
Thanks for that. Jesus. Wow. We've only had 2 C-bombs in the whole of these SLTD radios, and one was me calling George a C-bomb, and now George is just called Crimson one. Oh my God. It's bad times, that.
Yeah.
Go for Crimson.
Sorry about that. Well, I'm not really sorry, I'm just sorry for saying it on air.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that match, Crimson pretty much dominated, and Joseph Park won with a roll-up. That's it. That's basically all he done the entire match. So what do you think about Joe Park?
I am going to be controversial as always and say I quite like Crimson, I'll be honest with you.
Well, George is not going to like that.
Yeah, I prefer Crimson to fucking Joseph Park, I know that. If they're going to, like, the Joseph Park thing, I got it at the start, and now it's just like, ugh. This guy, oh no. And I like him when he's like, I like what he does, but it's just the same, he has the same match every week, you know what I mean? It's like, it's either a roll up and he's like, oh my God, or like he gets blood and then he turns into Abyss, and it's like, dude, we get it, do you know what I mean? And then like, I don't know what's happening with the TV title as well, like Abyss is the TV champ, and he's just like, I'm taking this into the Abyss, wasn't that what he said last week? So I was like, the TV title not a title anymore. Weird one, yeah.
Since Abyss is never on TV, so there's
exactly.
not any point in him having it.
That's what I mean, so I don't really understand where they're going with it, but yeah, I don't mind. I just think it was a waste of a return, even though you might not like Crimson, to have him off TV for a year, have the longest running undefeated. Was it the longest running? Was Joe's undefeated streak longer than Crimson's?
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, having Crimson come back after being off for a year and having like that whole thing for him with him being undefeated for like 18 months or some shit, and then come back and lose to Joseph Park is a bit ridiculous. I'll be honest with you. But
yeah, I mean,
you know what I
like
mean.
you say, I think the shelf life of Joseph Park's character is really sort of, it's getting towards the end now. I think you just need to do something with him or just forget it altogether.
We've got a question off Sports Mama saying Gunner and Crimson versus America's Most Wanted at Bound for Glory. What do you reckon? No for George.
I hope for Sam's sake that just for one match, America's Most Wanted get back together. Just because she wants it so bad. Just so bad.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And it would be nice if thingy. But didn't he come back one time? Wasn't he Matt Hardy's partner? Like 2 years ago. And he just looked terrible. Is that me? Sorry, Sports Mama. I don't mean to be mean to your boys.
I thought you were talking about Matt Hardy there when you said he looked terrible.
No, Matt Hardy always looks terrible. That's just Matt Hardy, you know what I mean? Jesus. That dude just won't quit. But yeah, he looks alright these days, you know. I seen him in Ring of Honor like 2 weeks ago. He looks alright. He doesn't look alright, like he looks like Matt Hardy, but you know, he looks better than he did in TNA. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't. Yeah, basically, I don't know. Like, I thought Gunner and Crimson, were gonna come back and be a tag team because they were in the Joker's Wild, weren't they? And I was like, they're definitely coming back. And then Gunner turned up out of nowhere and fucked up Shark Boy. Oh, Shell, yeah. And yeah, that was it, yeah. And I was just like, whoa, that's mad. And then the tag, it's weird. I don't really get what they've done with the tag team division. It was so good. And like, I like James Storm being the champ, but at the same time, it's like, they're not a tag team. Do you know what I mean? It's like Bad Influence have been a tag team for like 2.5 years. And then they give it to somebody, give the belt to somebody who never even had been in a tag team match together. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But maybe that's what they're going towards. Maybe it's going to be Gunner and Crimson. Like, Gunner's going to double cross him. And then it'll be Crimson. I don't know, maybe.
I mean, I don't really think anybody wants to see Gunner and Crimson. Like you said before, if AMW were to reform just for one night for Sam, I'd be fine with that, but not against Gunner and Crimson. You might as well just put Chavo and, you know, somebody else that's shit in there and do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. I hope that answers your question. So, alright, what she said. Sorry. What Sam said.
She's just saying, why bring him back? Your life? Why bring him back like that?
Yeah.
Kind of,
basically, yeah, that is. I know. It does seem stupid because, like, and even he came out and cut a promo and was like, 427 days or something like that he was undefeated, and then said about the 12 months that he's been off and that, and I was like, this is going to be good little return, and then he got beat by Joseph Park, and I was like, yeah, someone doesn't like you and your ginger hair.
I'm assuming he's a bit of a nomad, this Park character, or he's
Joseph Park, right?
When Crimson went.
Do you know Abyss? Big.
I know Abyss, yeah.
Crazy guy with the mask.
Yeah.
Well, it's him, but it's him. Like, it's him playing his brother, right? And he's got no mask and he's cut his hair, and he's like a law attorney who's learned how to wrestle, because Abyss went missing, so he came in and was like, I'm looking for my brother.
They are clutching there.
Exactly. When you say it out loud like that, it seems ridiculous.
It does sound a bit ridiculous.
When you watch it all makes sense, but you know what I mean. When you when you say it out loud, like I've just told you, sounds a bit shit. I'll be honest with you.
You dress up as a law guy instead.
But yeah, he played the gimmick first of all quite well. I'll be honest with you, he did. I was impressed with it at the start, and then it's kind of yeah.
Well, then it works.
Yeah, it worked. I think it was just too much of the same thing. Yeah, that's what it is.
In the words of Sportsman, a great promo that turns to shit quickly.
Yeah,
pretty accurate.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I didn't like the fact that he came out in a jacket, right? Because he used to be in the army and that, and he came out in like an army jacket kind of thing with like crimson on the things, and it was all like, yeah, he's doing his thing and he had his boots on and all that, and then he had the tiniest gay shorts on. Sorry again about thingy, but he had like bum shorts that were like army bum shorts. They were just weird.
Camouflage your pants.
Yeah, it was like, what in the world are you wearing? But yeah, it was odd. And then he took it off. He took his jacket off, and it made sense because it looked like wrestling gear. But when he had his jacket on,
he had his jacket on, he just looked like he forgot his pants.
Yeah, I was just like, what the friggin' hell is that guy wearing? Anyway, that's That's me. I don't know why I noticed these things. Got big feet as well. I'm joking with you. I'm joking. So. That
was Brooke Hogan you were focusing on again.
Yeah. Fuck off, I love Brooke. Alright, she's cool. Who else is in the Bound for Glory series?
There was another few people that were added, but I wanted to talk about the knockout segment first.
Oh, okay.
With Velvet Sky and Mickey James.
Fucking love Mickey James.
I'm actually trying to figure out how I could be the meat in a Velvet Sky Mickey James sandwich.
Yeah, that
spent quite a lot of time this week doing that.
That would be a nice thing to be, I'll be honest. Almost as good as the meat in an angle sandwich. Imagine.
Well,
Davies with me. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
See, this is like proves the difference between the knockouts and the divas. They've invested so much time in creating actual characters with the knockouts, like Velvet Sky, Mickey James, and Tara, and Tess Maka, and all the other girls that are there, like Taryn Terrell and Gail Kim. So you've actually got a reason to give a shit when they come out and they cut promos and they have matches. Basically, the story going into this was Mickey's she's recently turned heel and she's trying to avoid Velvet Sky getting a rematch for the Knockouts Championship. So basically, Mickey attacked her and took out Velvet's knee in a sick-looking submission move.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was probably like, ew. Yeah, I make no bones about genuinely loving Mickey James. I always have, but recently I like the fact that she's like she's like a heel, but she doesn't think she's a heel in a way you can't. Do you know what I mean? Like she isn't really doing up until this week. She hadn't really been doing heel shit. She was still like, yeah, me and you are mates. You know what I mean? I'm just a champ. You know what I mean? And it's like she kind of believed her own hype a bit. And I like the fact that that's the way they've done it. They hadn't just like she just attacked her. It had a bit of like a spin on it, I think. And she plays it quite well.
Your two favourite words here to describe it. They've done what Greg likes to call a slow burn. Greg likes those.
Leave it on the slow burn.
I do like a slow burn. Like actually, I'll say I like a slow burn in every single instance except Punk, because they always do a slow burn with Punk, and it annoys me. He never just turns for a pop. He always, like, it takes about 4 months, but we're not talking about that anyway.
George, you're being shouted at for leaving ODB out on your shouts there. I'm surprised Greg didn't.
Do you know what I was going to say? ODB came out as well, because when we were talking about Bound for Glory, EY had a Bound for Glory match, and yeah, ODB was there, and now he's just like, love ODB.
See, I know where as well.
ODB's boss.
Crazy drunk chick.
Yeah, OD Bam rules, I'm telling you. Thanks, Sam. She's rocking. I'll be honest.
There's a reason why I left out ODB and Brooke Hogan, because they both look like men, and that's not how I roll. So, sorry.
Okay, that's each to their own. It's cool. I think ODB is just like super cool, and like, yeah, she's awesome. I don't know what it is about her.
She would literally murder you though.
Oh yeah, she'd ruin me, but that'd be cool.
Just like literally though, like you would not wake up the next day.
No,
you'd be dead.
Yeah, but I'd go happy, I tell you. Happy as a motherfucker.
Drunk, one of the two.
Yeah, I wouldn't know my own name because I was trying to keep up with it.
Wouldn't even remember it.
Yeah, yeah, what? Yeah, I do.
And say that ODB is the most terrifying woman that I've ever seen in my life.
Really? Don't you remember China in '97? I'd take ODB over China in '97.
No, what about that other one? Oh, black chick with the dreadlocks. What was her name?
Kong,
yeah.
Awesome Kong, yeah.
She's scary.
Yeah, she was scary actually. Or Raka Khan, remember her? She was quite scary.
Oh, I remember.
She was scary. And he was Nicole Bass. She was quite scary. Yeah.
I think she was an actual man though, wasn't she?
Didn't she have a storyline or something with Val Venus, and Val Venus fell in love with her and all that?
I genuinely thought you were going to say, didn't she used to have a penis?
Yeah. Well, didn't Val Venus used to have a penis before someone went choppy? Isn't that?
Venus
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The old school that, was that like 98? Something like that? Shit the bed. That's old, that. That is 98
when he
99.
sleep with Terry Runnels and that. And
yeah, and he slept with, was it Kai and Tai? Yeah, Kai and Tai was the group in it, and Takamichi no Clue. Yeah, Takamichi no Clue, yeah. it was his like sister or something, and it wasn't Mr. Fuji, it was somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He had every week he had a different band.
Yeah, and he had like he was making like pornos and that.
Yeah,
man.
He was major one with Terry Bills.
Yeah, man.
Sure,
yeah,
it was there when
and that's when
wasn't that when chopped it off. It was there when.
Isn't that when PMS came about, and that's what they were? They were like pretty mean sisters because he'd done the. This is madness. This is like 15 years ago. This is when you watched it.
Yeah, this is when I watched it.
No way.
Not about that. I've always watched it from a distance.
That's madness. Yeah, we've totally gone off topic, but yeah, talking about scary women.
Well, what happened to the knockout tag titles then?
Who was the knockout tag champs? Who were the last knockout tag champs? George.
ODB and EY, isn't it? I mean...
Oh yeah, it is, yeah. You know what I was just thinking, talking TNA and that, and I was like, I asked you a question and thought, Mark would have known that. Isn't that sad? I was just like, that's who we go to for TNA stuff. Hey Mark.
Let's get him back.
What happened to you? And he'd just reel it off. Statso he was. Statso.
Like a boss.
No,
like
yeah.
A boss.
What a guy. Anyway,
I love that guy. Miss him.
Yeah. Look at us, we're getting followers on Twitter. We're getting TNA followers on Twitter. No way.
Hello, Professor TNA.
You
listening?
Where was we? It was the tag team.
The knockouts.
Yeah, so EY and ODB were the tag team champs, weren't they? Yeah. That's not good, is it? Really?
No,
probably best.
Yeah,
that they
probably just give up right now.
Yeah, that is pretty bad. Well, I don't know what they're gonna do. I think they need a new belt. I think they need like another. Because they've only got one. They've only got the world title. I suppose they've got the world title, the X Division, and the tag team titles. Do you think they need another belt, or do you think?
No, I think they've got enough, and I think the champions they have should be on TV every week, whether it's live or recorded. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, I think that, to be fair. It's kind of like, it's weird to me that like they have, like they've got this whole big thing with Saban, but Saban wasn't really on the show. But did Saban have a match this week? Or did he just have a backstage segment? I don't remember his match.
Yeah, I think it was just a segment. I think he had a match the week before.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Do you think Saban's they're gonna go with Saban to be the world champ? At like Destination X?
I would very much doubt it.
Do you think? What does everyone think? Sorry, George.
I don't think that. Sorry, mate. I was just going to say I don't think they're going to take the title off Billy Ray this quickly. Because they've invested so much time in Season 8, and to give him like one match with Jeff Hardy and one match with Sting. No, I think he'll hold on to it to Bound for Glory at least.
Is there a pay-per-view in between? When's Bound for Glory?
October.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I thought it was the next. Oh, yeah, because they have. Yeah, it is the next one, isn't it? Because they have like the one night stands. Isn't Hardcore Justice 3? Is it? That's the next one night stand.
Justice 3. Come and see old men bleed.
I'm quite looking forward to that because there's some old school wrestlers there. Like, I'll be honest.
There's some old school wrestlers that are barely alive. Like, there's no way those guys should be taking those risks.
Yeah, that is true. Bob Ollie's on it, lad.
Bob Ollie's on it, yeah.
Sparky plug, I'm telling you.
Original Sparky plug is on there.
If anyone knows Sparky plug, tweet in and tell me that they know Sparky plug, because I'll be well impressed. Yeah.
Bob Ollie.
Bob Ollie, yeah. My God, yeah. I seen the advert for it, like the thingy, and he's on it, yeah.
And he was alright back in his day, Bob Ollie.
Yeah, man, he was sound, yeah. So good. Yeah, Bob Ollie.
Who else was there?
I don't know. I seen the advert and was like, I don't think Dream is there. These all like ECW people. Do you know what I mean? These like and people who are like hardcore and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Just randomly shouting AJ Styles. Don't know.
Sam, how come you're tweeting us AJ Styles? What did we mention about AJ? What are tweets saying, by the way? Have you missed anything? What? Roll down a bit.
Not really, no. Just got a few people mentioning the show and that. Thanks for that. And still didn't know whether we were allowed to talk about Hulk Hogan yet properly. But Davey said before he needs to watch TNA, but it just sounds like the Hulk Hogan show.
Yeah.
That's because Davey, it is the Hulk Hogan show. That's why.
I like. Do you know what he's actually wrote? He's put, I need to watch WCW again, and then put like hesitating dots and gone, oh sorry, I meant TNA. I like that. That's quite clever. I have been watching WCW, to be honest. Like, Goldberg was a beast back in the day. Just side note for you there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Not
in
an
the team.
actual beast.
No, he wasn't, but he was fucking insane, man. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I've been watching some WCW. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah. Talking of TNA. So...
let's wrap up the BFG series. So, also on Impact, Austin Aries qualified for Bound for Glory. So did Magnus. And so did AJ Styles beating Kurt Angle after
I'm guessing
interference from Aces and Eights.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm guessing Sam is saying that AJ Styles is gonna win Bound for Glory.
Yeah, she's got one saying AJ Styles to win Bound for Glory, and then just to reiterate, she's just AJ Styles.
Yeah. Who do people
Styles.
think? Who like? If anybody, we'll come back to it, like with the tweets and stuff like that. But if anybody thinks who do people think is gonna win the Bound for Glory series, and who do people think that is going to end up in the Bound for Glory series, like the rest of them? Because is that 6 people that have gone in it now? 7?
No, there's 12. I was just going to run through the final list.
Have they all gone in? Yeah. I didn't think they were all in. Oh, go ahead then. What's the final list?
The final list is AJ Styles, Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, Chris Daniels, Hernandez, Jay Bradley, Jeff Hardy, Joe Park, Kaz, Magnus, Mr. Anderson, and Samoa Joe.
Make a pick right now, George.
Who do I want it to be, or who do I think it'll be?
Who do you think it'll be?
I think it'll probably be AJ Styles.
Who do you want it to be?
Samoa Joe, because he's a fucking beast.
I was just going to say, I'd have Samoa Joe just because he's like one of the only ones that I know. I just remember him being quality.
I would say I would want Joe all day. But I think you're probably right. I think it will be AJ. Just because he got screwed, didn't he, last year? And I think they built this up for a year, so to have him not win it seems a bit redundant, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But
and the fact that sort of Sting's been involved in the world title picture more than AJ Styles in the last 2 or 3 years, that's not right.
Yeah, that is. Oh yeah, before we go from TNA, what do you think of Sting's? We'll bring them back a new main event Mafia.
Well, it depends on who he's going to put in it, first of all.
Yeah.
If Kevin Nash is involved in any way, shape or form, I'm done. That's it. So
I want Nash to be involved. Bring Nash back. Bring back Chet Lemon. Let's do it.
Fuck Kevin Nash.
Do it, man. Do it.
You need to bring some like young blood into it, and that you can't just go back to the oldies all the time. What you got, Hulk Hogan? He's old enough for everyone.
Exactly, Adam. Exactly.
Your ma's Hulk Hogan, lad. Alright? Your ma is Hulk Hogan. Alright?
Well, then she'll just fucking come down here and
run wild. She'll run wild on me.
She'll just start shouting brother in your face and then rip a t-shirt off and just get off.
Fair play. I think AJ, and I'd like Joe or Christopher Daniels to
Sportsman thinks AJ will win. AJ will win, but it'll be AJ versus Rude.
Okay. One more.
I can see that.
Oh yeah, and she's put Joe's a beast as well.
And
People think Joe's a beast.
Apparently it doesn't matter who wins the Bound for Glory series, because Hulk Hogan's going to win the title at Bound for Glory.
Who said that?
Johnny White.
There you
93.
Go. At Johnny White 93.
With a Y, not an I.
Johnny. Let's assess that, shall we?
Okay, we've got a minute. Go ahead.
Being involved in Impact over pretty much the last year, it's just undone all the good work that they've done, like to build up new stars like Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, because Hogan's supposed to be the general manager, which means he's meant to be there to keep the show ticking along, but the show revolves around him and his transvestite daughter and her no talent ability. And like, what universe does Hogan live in to think that he's still relevant? He's not been relevant for 15 years, and he still staggers out to the ring like with his tipped up hand, pointing his finger at people that are like half his age, and you're just like, shut up, old man. Like, these boys can fuck you up. Like, just get rid of yourself, step out of the limelight, and just fuck off and do us all a favour.
Yeah, you've already got your respect. Go and die now.
So do we then. Anyway, yeah, to a point, I totally understand that. Yeah, there is a little part of me that is like, I think, as much as I don't really like Hogan, to be honest with you, he annoys me. But Hogan does get eyes on TNA. Whatever he does with those eyes, I think he does. Yeah, I really do. I think Hogan.
I don't think he does.
I think he. Well, if you go, I think if like in the Impact Zone, especially, I think he did. I'm not so sure on the road, but in the Impact Zone, I think yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's one of them things that maybe that's just the nice guy in me that wants to believe that he's actually doing some good. But
there's a nice guy inside you. How long has he been there for?
He's around sometimes. It's all good. Is that?
Carl's put a picture up there. You can see that on the Twitter if you want.
Yeah, retweet that, lad. The out of interest, like Carl is just like the craziest guy on, like, he gets a picture and adds some text and then it's up. It's done. That guy,
he's pretty swift, like,
no, we need him on our team more, telling you. We need
also
someone
named Cody Rhodes, Cody Barton now as well.
Yeah, Cody Barton, that's his new name because of Carl. Cody Barton. Not Cody Rhodes. I don't know about the whole Hogan thing. I don't particularly like it, but I think the storyline with Bully and his daughter and all that funky shit is actually quite good. So Hogan isn't the best part of it. He's definitely the worst. But
He's only the worst.
Well, do you reckon he'd be more suited to like a background role, seeing as though he's been there for so long? He's been in the business for like
forever.
Years, so.
Yeah. Do you know what? Right, I never ever thought I'd say this, but I think that Eric Bischoff bowed out of like being on telly at exactly the right time. I think he knew that there was no need for this character, so he bailed it and was just like sound. And he's still in the company, he's still doing his thing, but he was just like, I don't need to be on telly no more because my character's done. Do you know what I mean? So for now, like,
so Hogan's just telly hunting.
Yeah, basically.
FaceTime.
Yeah, that's all it is. He doesn't want to. I think that's probably part of it because he's thinking, I've got about 9 ex-wives. He hasn't got 9 ex-wives, like, but you know what I mean. He's probably got all sorts to pay.
Lad,
so he's like,
does it even bother his day?
No, I think, yeah, because I don't think like Hogan's anywhere as rich as you'd think he'd be. Really. Hogan's on his ass. That's why he went to TNA.
Then again, I suppose he's still working like a...
Exactly.
But then again, he seems to be like sort of dictating there, so...
No, well, it's just a TV thing, isn't it?
I know that, like...
Telly,
I know that, like...
He couldn't... I assume his opinion matters to a point, but he might not mean shit in the backstage.
I suppose.
I don't think it does.
Do you know what I mean?
You were saying before about Hogan bringing eyes to the product. I don't think he does. I genuinely don't think that more people watch TNA because Hulk Hogan's there. The ratings have stayed roughly the same over the last 3.5 years. There's not been much up or down. It's just kind of been the same. So if that's not proof that he's adding fuck all to the product, I don't understand why he's the focal point of everything that's on TV.
Yeah, true. What's Twitter saying? Like?
Davey's saying Hogan's priorities. Number 1, himself. Number 2, himself. Number 3, Brooke. And number 4, TNA.
Do you know what, right? I read that before. Like, I just looked at it, like, because it's on the screen. And I looked at it and thought it said Hogan's priority: 1, himself; 2, himself; 3, himself; 3, Brooke; 4, TNA; and 5, SLTD. I was like, I don't think he likes us, I'll be honest. But that'd be awesome.
Maybe not in his top 5, like.
I'd definitely get him here, you know what I mean? And be like, so what's the deal, Hogan? What's going on? What's the dealio? Brother.
What's going on, you rabbit walrus?
Yeah.
What the fuck's happening?
That's, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's I quite like TNA because it is something a bit different and kind of anything can happen, and I think these more like, not shocking moments, but these more like, oh, I didn't see that coming. In TNA than he is in WWE these days. WWE's proper stagnant and has been for the last 5 years, I think. So I do like TNA, but Hogan isn't my favourite thing. But these things are like less than Hogan, I'll be honest with you. It's just you know, it is what it is. He's there, deal with it. Do you know what I mean? These people are like less on WWE than I like less than Hogan, if that makes sense. Like, Hogan isn't like the worst thing in wrestling at the minute, I'll be honest with you.
Ooh, what is the worst thing in wrestling?
Strongly disagree with you there and say that Hogan is the worst thing in wrestling.
Really? He's worse than John Cena? Stunned
Hang on,
silence.
I made a promise to you during the week that I wouldn't mention his name.
Okay,
so
sorry.
If we're talking about Hogan and he who shall not be named, I would say they're both equal.
Really? I fucking love that guy. That guy without the handlebar moustache and the daughter with big feet. The other guy, fucking love that guy.
That other fella.
Yeah, love him to bits. Yeah, is that have we wrapped up a bit of have we wrapped up TNA? Anything else? Anything else?
Pretty much.
What?
Other than we're going to talk about Rampage Jackson signing with TNA.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hang on, Carl's put another picture on here.
Oh wait, we've got hang on. Carl's put a meme on the on his Twitter that he's tweeted us, so we'll retweet it in a minute.
What a little transvestite does.
That's heavy.
Jesus.
I officially don't like Carl anymore, I'll be honest with you. I don't know why I like Brooke. I don't know what it is. I hated her when she first came into it, and then I think she got over because she was with Bully Ray, and I just wanted to be Bully Ray. I'll be honest with you. That guy's
she got
awesome.
over because she has giant feet. That's why she got over.
Yeah, and I do like giant feet. Shut up, lad. Alright, I don't like giant feet. Okay. It was just something I noticed that she had some big ass feet, which she has got some big ass feet. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not being funny, lad, but why were you looking on the feet?
Because you can't not notice them. They're giant.
You just like Krusty the Clown.
Yeah, she got in the ring and it was like proper like.
She got caught on the bottom rope.
Yeah, she had big clobber feet, like a I don't know, like a hobbit or something. She just had giant ass feet. They just looked like she was kind of hot everywhere except the face, and like her body's kind of nice, and then she's just got these whopping great big.
Like Sideshow Bob without his shoes on.
She's got
Sideshow Bob's got massive feet.
She's got feet like gammon. Not even joking. Feet like gammon. It's like it's massive. Just like a.
Do they flop like gammon?
Yeah, like a big. I don't know what it was, and I just noticed and was like, shit, the bed there's some big ass
Hogan has gammon feet.
Yeah, it's just feet made of gammon. I'm not even joking. But yeah, I still.
News on SLTD Radio.
Yeah.
Hogan has gammon feet.
I still think she's sound. But yeah, I still kind of like her, and I want her to be an Aces and Eights gear. I'll be honest. It's just me. Sorry, kids.
You're a weirdo.
I know. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to give me shit. But yeah.
Well, it's a good job. You're not here to be liked.
I know. I don't think anyone likes me. I'll be honest with you. When we were like redoing the show, and I put the tweet out saying like there's a new time and a new team and stuff like that, where everyone was just like, God, oh Greg's gone. Jesus, I hope that guy's not here. And still it's me running the show, but still the people tune in and it's okay. Know what I mean?
You've got such an angelic voice, lad.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because I say the things that people aren't meant to say. I've got no boundaries. I think that's what it is.
You have no boundaries.
That's why I got punched in the face on Saturday. I'll be honest.
That is. Greg got punched right in the face.
Genuine fact, I got punched right in the face on Saturday. Long story short.
And then on the second swing, he got like slapped in the shoulder, which I find more amusing.
Right. Long story short, why I got punched in the face is basically one of my mates was like, yeah, we're doing this, lad. Yeah, let's do this. And I was like, nah, because I don't like your bird. For Universal, that's girlfriend. I don't like his girlfriend. And he was like, and then he hit me in the face. So, yeah, there you go. What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Greg was the bigger man though. He took heed to the warnings at the start of the shows, and he did not try any moves at home.
Yeah, it was like, don't try this at home or anywhere. And I was like,
tables everywhere.
Yeah, and I was like, if Kofi Kingston hadn't given me that message, I would be putting him through a table right now. But yeah, genuinely got punched in the face because I've got no boundaries. So thanks, lad. Thanks for that. Yeah. Anyway, where are we? Talking of getting punched in the face. Rampage Jackson is right.
Rampage Jackson.
You can, yeah.
Oh wait there, yeah, I summed it up quite well before. Like,
this is true. Can you remember what you said?
Well, he's a fighter and he likes acting, so he might like.
So he belongs in wrestling.
So he likes to like play act, so he belongs in wrestling, doesn't he? He likes both sides of it.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty well.
He can fight, he can act. Well, he's not the greatest actor, but you know.
He's not the greatest fighter, to be fair.
No, but he's certainly not the worst.
No, that's true. I'll give you that.
I'm gonna get panned for this, but I just don't like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you know, no one really likes Brock Lesnar.
It's alright
Don't
then.
worry, don't worry
That's
about it.
alright then.
Well, no one on this show that I know likes Brock Lesnar anyway. What do you think of the whole Rampage in TNA, by the way, George?
I think that it really depends on what TNA do with him. I mean, they signed the other guy last year to like a split deal where it was between TNA and an MMA company.
King
I
Mo.
think if they're investing all that money, King Mo. I think if they're investing all that money in Rampage Jackson, then he should just be there for TNA. You know what I mean? Just to kick some ass, make some dough, and then leave and do whatever he wants to do.
Get some heads rolling and cause a ruckus and then just be off.
Do you think they've only signed him because Brock's with TNA, so they want their own Brock? I think that's what it is.
I don't think that's anything to do with it.
That's the first thing I
nowhere
thought.
near the star that Lesnar is, but I think there's some good money matches there to be had with Jackson. You could have Jackson and Angle, Jackson and Joe, Jackson and Storm, Jackson and Rude. I mean, there's so many like different opportunities, and if Jackson's the one that just absolutely batters Hogan and gets rid of him, he'll be my hero for life. So,
Okay. I get what you're saying, to be fair.
Yeah, but what happens though if he goes there and they have a fight and Hogan beats him?
Yeah, imagine
then
that.
I'll put this on the record right now. If Hulk Hogan wrestles another match in TNA and wins, I'm done with wrestling forever.
Done with wrestling forever?
Yeah.
That's a bit harsh, he goes to only one company.
That's insane. Done with wrestling?
I'm done.
Oh my god. Jesus. Didn't I say that one time? That if something happens, I'd never watch Raw again, and it happened.
I think you said that if CM Punk lost to The Rock, you'd never watch wrestling again.
No, do you know what it said? Actually, it was when Punk was the champ and Austin was on a Raw, and I was like, if they don't have some sort of segment or something to do with each other or a look or anything, I'm not watching wrestling because they've dropped the ball. And it never happened, and still a year later I'm watching wrestling. So yeah, there you go. What's Twitter saying now?
Adam OB's saying about Brock Lesnar doesn't bother him because he hasn't beat any of the top guys. He lost to Cena and only beat Triple H.
Yeah.
So
I like the way Adam doesn't think Triple H is a top guy. Fuck you, Adam. Alright. He owns the company.
Yeah, but
that's why Adam's my boy right there.
13 time, is he 13 or 15 or something? 13-time world champ. He's not a top guy. You know what I mean? Oh, Adam. Oh.
I'll be honest, I'm a fan of Trips. Like,
I fucking love that guy. Love him. Just because he's sliding in and out of Steph, if I'm honest with you, like.
You should hate him then, like.
Is that too much? Sorry, people. Forgot where I was. No boundaries. Sorry. We'll make sure we put...
I was about to say, coming from a guy that dropped the C-bomb earlier, even I thought that was too much.
Yeah, that was a little bit yikes.
I'll put explicit on the thing, it's okay. You know what I mean? We're all adults
like
here.
every fucking week.
We're all adults, you know what I mean? I don't know how old Adam is. Adam, do me a favour, tweet in and text me, yeah. Tell me how old you are. I'm sure he's like 16.
I'm sure he knows about, like...
No, I'm just saying, I don't want to be like, you know...
The birds and the bees,
I know that, I just don't want Adam... Yeah, I'm 14. I'm like, you're the best writer I have ever met who's 14, you know. But I know he's proper young, I do know this, so yeah. Anyway.
He didn't mean that he's not a top guy, he just meant he's not a full-time main eventer.
Yeah. Way to kiss the boss's ass. Yeah, well done, Adam. Yeah. I'll sack you. I'm joking, I won't sack you, I'm joking.
He just said he's the greatest writer ever.
No. Yeah, man. Yeah, Adam's one of my acquisitions, actually, I'll be honest with you. It's one of my proudest moments.
Oh, you golden boy, is he?
Yeah, it was one of my proudest moments when I 17 was sound, dude.
17?
Sound. The wink doesn't make it look any good, because that's like, I'm 17, honest I am. You don't? No, I'm 13.
So George, he hasn't had a baby before this show.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's sound then. But yeah, Adam is one of my greatest acquisitions, I'll be honest with you. Sartman boy.
He's got a boss name as well.
So yeah, O'Brien sound, innit?
No. Should have seen that one.
Are we moving on from TNA? We've been talking TNA for like an hour. I know.
Yeah, I think it's probably best if we do move on before
Sportsman must be loving life.
I want to ask a question.
Oh, go ahead.
I did ask you before, but I want to put it out there.
Okay.
What do you think of the World Heavyweight title?
In what sense of the word? in the
I
hierarchy?
don't know, just in when they come out and they have a match for like the World Heavyweight title these days.
Like, is it worth anything?
Is it like, just do they care? Because
Um,
when I was watching it before, and like, alright, it was a good match, Dolph Ziggler Del Rio was like a good match. But then, like, he came out like, and it said it was for the World Heavyweight title, and it just didn't fuss me as much as when, like...
That's because...
I know what you're going to say, it's because it's not somebody...
No, I think it's because if you would have watched Ziggler for the last 2 years, you'd be like, oh my god,
maybe.
Every time Ziggler gets in the ring, I want to be watching this. And I was going to say I want to be on that guy, but like, I'm you know what I mean? I want to be doing this. Yeah, so, yeah, maybe if you got to watch it a bit. It's like the SmackDown thing, and you don't really watch SmackDown, do you?
No.
So you only really see you only really see the matches, like...
On clips.
Yeah, on like main events where you're like...
I suppose, like...
Do you know what I mean? Give it some time. It's only been a month.
I'll have to start watching that.
Watching SmackDown. You can't even
SmackDown.
find time to watch Raw.
Know, yeah.
Kidding me? I barely find time to watch it anymore, Jesus.
Yeah, but that's only because I managed to squeeze 8 hours of Fable in on Sunday, eh?
Yeah, drop a little Fable bomb there, lad.
Little Fable all over the place.
Little Fable bomb. What's Twitter saying? What's
Just
going
having a
on?
look. No, Adam said he gave you the wink. The wink was solely for you.
Oh, just for me, why?
Solely for you, because you said he was the best writer.
We've all our writers are boss, to be honest.
He said you were the best if you were 14, to be fair, not 17.
I know, yeah, I know. If you were 14, I'd be impressed. I thought you were 16, now you're 17, you passed your prime. I mean, give it up, lad. I'm joking, don't.
Davey's saying the World Heavyweight Championship should have been retired along with WCW, and I got to agree with him there.
Do you know what? I kind of...
They haven't even changed the shape of the belt or anything.
I do agree with that, but at the same time, I kind of like... They tried the whole undisputed title when it was the brand split. You probably could have one belt now, to be honest with you, because there isn't really a brand split. But when they had the brand split, they tried having the heavyweight champ as like the undisputed champ on both of them, and it didn't really work. That's why they split it again. But now you probably could get away with not only having one title, I think. Do you think, George? Do you think?
I think they still need the two, because they're on house shows when, say, one night, when I think the night when SmackDown gets taped to do a Raw house show, and then they have both tours in the UK at the same time, and they need the champion to kind of justify that, I think. If we're just doing like one tour, one live tour, then they wouldn't need it, but because they do two, they make more money doing it that way.
Yeah,
Talks.
I understand the need of it, like, but I was just like, what you think when it's getting 4-4?
Yeah, it's. I think, as I said to you when we were talking about it and when it got mentioned, I was kind of like, it all depends on who the champ is.
Yeah.
Really, that's all it comes down to. Like, when it was Ziggler for like a month, I was like, yes, that World Heavyweight title's awesome. It means more than the WWE because Cena. Actually, that's a lie. Not it means more when Cena owns a belt. But anyway. That one was just for you, George. But yeah, I loved it, and now that Del Rio, the 35-year-old virgin, has got it, it's kind of like it's not really a good belt anymore. Like even when him and like I go to like fits and starts of watching SmackDown. Like if the world champ's decent, then I'll watch SmackDown. Like I watched it when Ziggler was on it, and like way back when I watched it when Mark Henry was the world champ, and there's a few of them that like I'll watch, but like when the main event matches with Del Rio and Big Show, I was kind of like, yeah, I can skip SmackDown, like, I'll be honest with you. So it's one of them, do you know what I mean? It's like, that's the way do you do that, George? Does anybody else do that? Is that just me?
I'll be honest with you, the last couple of weeks I've watched SmackDown just because of the Shield and the tag matches with Daniel Bryan. Before that, it would have probably been about, I think since Edge retired was the last time I properly watched SmackDown on a weekly basis.
Was that like 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago?
2 or 3 years ago, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Bloody hell. I forget to, it's one of them things that like, you kind of, I like to watch SmackDown because it's got wrestling on it, but I watch SmackDown when I've got time to watch it. Like I don't really need to pay attention to Raw, if that makes sense, but I like to pay attention to SmackDown because it's far better wrestling, in my opinion. But yeah, it's kind of like you sort of get the idea of SmackDown when you watch Raw because they tell you. So you know what I mean. All the bits that have happened, you kind of know anyway. So I don't. It's a weird one, I suppose. Like you, as I say, you only watch Raw, don't you? So
yeah, but even when I watched Raw when they fought for the title. Like the one time I watched Raw, it was like when they came out, even I was like, Yeah, it's been a championship, isn't it? It's alright this, but then when I watch like...
That's a big belt.
when I watch it on payback, like Ziggler and Del Rio, it's just like...
Okay.
It's like seeing the belt. I thought you haven't done nothing with the shape of it or anything, and like...
They've rounded it a bit, because it used to be proper, like...
Oh, bloody hell.
Proper straight. And
someone's ran over it.
Yeah, basically. That's about it. Nah, it's changed a little bit. It's got a new strap on it and that. You know what I mean? It hasn't got NWO.
Skid mark on the back.
It hasn't got it hasn't got NWO like spray painted on it. It has changed a bit.
Well, yeah.
Not much, but it's changed a bit. But there you go. I say a lot, like I know what's going on. You know. There you go. See, what are we gonna do that? What's Twitter saying before?
Davey's just saying last time he watched SmackDown on the weekly was when Eddie was the champ, and that SmackDown's just become a filler show. And it's between Raw.
When was it?
Between Raw and
Eddie,
the
was that like
events, I assume.
95? 2005 was Eddie around. Is that right? 2000.
Well,
yeah.
You're talking at least 10 years ago. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. 2004, 2005, I think. Jesus,
yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, man, that was a long time ago. Where's time gone?
That tells its own story though, because at that time SmackDown was better than Raw.
Yeah,
and
it was.
Wasn't treated like a fucking Raw highlight show.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like it was seemed a bit watered down.
Yeah.
Like
I think it was. Yeah, it was kind of. Yeah, when Eddie was around. Yeah, it probably was. To be honest with you, SmackDown was so much better.
I know. That's because Paul Heyman was in charge at that time. So
was he? Yeah.
It shouldn't be any surprise that when Heyman's in charge of writing a show, it's generally better than anything else out there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, that says it all, because if you think about it, like Davey is tweeting in here all the time, and like he's talking to us all the time, and he knows wrestling, and he knows what he's talking about, and he knows all that stuff, and he writes a column on our on our site every week about wrestling and what's going on and stuff like that. What day is that, George? What day is Davey?
Davey writes on a Thursday. He put one up today about crowds and how they should get more involved.
There you go. Right. So Davey, this is a perfect example. Writes a column for us every week. Comments on the show. Like tweets us all the time. Proper like member of the SLTD family. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, whatever. And he doesn't watch SmackDown, so that goes to show that you don't really need to watch SmackDown.
Shows what it's about.
Yeah, you don't need to watch SmackDown. So, know what I mean? It's like, is there really any need for it? No, I know there's need for it, but is it like, surely they can mix something up? It's just...
17-year-old aspiring
like
writer.
The way it is now, it doesn't mean anything the way it is now.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. Like you said before, you don't have to go out your way to watch it. But before, like 10, 12, 15 years ago, you would go, oh, fucking hell, SmackDown's on Friday, I better sit there and watch and see what happens.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I'll just read the spoilers and see what happens, and then maybe watch it.
That's basically it, that's all I do.
Like Adam Obi saying that Eddie was champ in 2004, he said. And he said the good old days when Eddie was champ, Chris Benoit was world heavyweight champion. Are we allowed to say that? Are we allowed to say Chris Benoit's name?
Say Chris's name? Oh my god. Are we allowed to?
I won't, but you can if you want.
Okay. We'll skate over the Chris Benoit thing because I'm not getting into it. Yeah, I'm not getting into it. Thanks, Adam. Cheers for that. Ruin the show. I do get what you mean with it was back in the day before all the unpleasantness. It was that like their rivalry was amazing. Even though I am a huge Kevin Nash fan, and if he heard me say this, he'd be punching me in the face like I got punched in the face like that on Saturday, because he hated Eddie and Benoit as world champs, didn't he? Didn't he? I haven't made that up. That is true, isn't it? Didn't he call Eddie a vanilla midget or something? Isn't this true?
I believe he did say that.
Yeah, a vanilla midget.
Vanilla
That's
midget.
what he said. So yeah, it's one of them things. You don't really need to watch SmackDown. I think we've established, but yeah.
Hell no.
Hell no. What's he saying?
He's saying controversy creates cash.
See what I did? A wee bit of comedy.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that was good. What did you say, Adam? Sorry.
Adam said controversy creates cash.
There you go. There it is. Isn't that someone's book?
That's so no, probably. Someone who's got money.
That's surely, we need someone who's like Google and shit. Adam,
It's Eric Bischoff.
is it Bischoff's Booth? I knew it was. Yeah. There you go. I haven't read it, but yeah, there you go.
That's probably what he means.
Yeah, probably. That's what the wink's about. Kids winking through the yin yang these days.
Wink crazy.
I know. Right, George, we're gonna do this bit now. Before we've got to move on and stuff, and I'm gonna do it just for you, and you've got a little bit of time to say what you want. We're gonna go and talk. We're gonna talk about Payback, all right? And we're gonna start talking Payback. With the World Heavyweight title match, as well, it got mentioned, and we're talking about the World Heavyweight title. So I'm gonna sit back and listen to whatever you want to say about what happened in the World Heavyweight title match. Is that okay?
You trust me to do that?
Yeah. What I'm gonna say is we're gonna call this segment, and this is George's words, not mine. We will call this segment of George's little bit of a rant. We'll call it, "This is a bigger screw job than Sean vs. Brett." That were your words, not mine, okay?
Remember, George, you've already done one C-bomb today.
Yeah. So, in fact, we've already dropped one, so if you want to drop 6 or 7 more, that's fine. We've already heard one, screw it. So, yeah, that's what we're going to call this little segment of what George wants to say about this match. This was a bigger screw job than Sean vs. Brett.
Find that hard to believe,
Which
George.
I thought was the greatest line I've ever read in a text in my entire life. But yeah, so what do you think of the match, George?
I don't even know where to start. Genuinely don't even know where to start. The guy, obviously everybody knows me and Dolph were like that.
Yeah.
Best buds, you know what I mean, BFFs, that sort of thing. The guy had been off TV for 5 weeks with a legit concussion, right? So my issue with the entire way the match played out was, number one, he basically got kicked in the face for 20 minutes until he couldn't get up anymore. Number two, the guy who's taken the title has the raw term of a child molester.
Ooh.
He is not over. He's got no charisma. The only heat that he draws from the crowd is through his announcer. It's not through anything that he does in the ring. People couldn't give 2 fucks when he's standing there and going, you people turned your back on me. No, you're just shit. People don't care. Like, this is what the issue is. Ziggler has been sort of waiting for this chance for, what did we say earlier, 2 years? Something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And instead of taking the title off him and giving it some sort of prestige and putting in a tournament, they've given it to a guy who's the World Heavyweight Champion by default, because Jack Swagger's injured, Ziggler's injured, and there was nobody else to put it on, so they had to resort to Alberto's Burritos. And I mean, honestly, when I was speaking to Greg during the week, I was literally fuming. I had to go away for 2 days and calm down. I was so pissed off. It's worse than what happened to Bret Hart. That was Bret Hart's fault anyway.
Oh my god.
I mean, Ziggler, the issue with it now is they've turned Ziggler face, right? But his girlfriend and his bodyguard both heel. So what the fuck's that about? It doesn't make any sense from start to finish. The entire way they've handled it, you could have just taken the title off him and said, look, take as long as you need to recover, instead of taking him off TV for 5 weeks and having somebody kick him in the face for 20 minutes.
He did get volleyed in the head alone.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Even longer. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense at all. And it was worse. The Chicago screw job is what it will be known as from now on.
Ricardo Gate.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have calmed down an awful lot because I was quite, like I said, angry. But just, Del Rio doesn't work. His gimmick's mid-card at best. I mean, he's like a cancer on the main event scene. Like, they just seem relentless in getting this guy chance after chance after chance, and he doesn't do anything. Like, there's no reason to care about him. So, why is he being, like, what is it, a 2-time WWE champion and a 2-time world champion?
Yeah,
like,
something like that, yeah.
Shawn Michaels only held it 5 times, and Del Rio's not even 20% of the guy Shawn Michaels So, what is this all about? I don't understand. I really don't. It's bullshit.
My half fella looks like Shawn Michaels, if that makes it any easier for you.
He does, yeah, that is true. Oh, if Shawn Michaels
Does a
shaved his
little
head.
bit, yeah.
He
Well,
does,
That's calmed me down quite a lot.
Well, if Shawn Michaels had a lot less hair.
yeah, if he shaved his head, not less hair, if he just shaved his
Well,
head,
yeah, if
he'd
he
have
had-
the same haircut,
If he had no hair.
to be fair. But yeah, do you feel bad? Is your rant over now, George? See, do you know what? I remember you were texting me and stuff like that, and when you'd like just seen it and you were like, oh, I'm fuming, oh, I'm pure fizzing, oh my god, I'm fuming, and I was like just laughing it off, and you got pissed with me, and you were like, oh, you've got to stop this laughing, like it's not funny, it's not funny, and I was just like, wow, someone is pissed.
That's how you get with these emotional subjects.
No, it's true.
What you reckon on Payback in general though? Like, we've got Johnny White saying that Payback was the best pay-per-view of the year, despite Ziggler losing the belt. So ignoring that match.
Sort of saying that Payback was the best pay-per-view of the year for WWE, it's not really that great of a compliment, to be honest. Like, the rest of them have been poor. There's been decent matches at every one, but there's not been like a great pay-per-view. You know, I didn't think some of the matches on Sunday were all that good. Like, the main event was... I don't even want to get started on that.
I'm the same there. I wasn't impressed with that either. But I wasn't impressed when they named the match, to be honest.
What match are we talking about?
It was 3 Stages of Hell.
Didn't you like the 3 Stages of Hell?
No, it was crap. You got a lumberjack match, and then a table match, and then an I'll throw you in the back of an ambulance match. It's like the shittest 3 Stages of Hell I've ever had in my life.
Out of interest, if someone is listening who could Google what the last two, who was in the other 3 Stages of Hell and what matches they were, that will be dead handy, because I can't actually remember. I know that Triple H is in both of them, and I know Shawn Michaels was racing in one of them, but I can't remember the matches. So, just out of interest, till we got up to there.
I'm having a go with Googling it now.
Oh, we are having Googling it. So.
I mean, we were talking about the 3 Stages of Hell match there, and actually, I called it something else, the 7 Shades of Shit match. Like, it was just fucking terrible. Like, how can that match main event when you had matches, like, during the card? Like, even the Divas match was good for a Divas match, and Punk and Y2J was just outstanding.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely outstanding. I could watch that match, like, for days on end. It was so good, so much better than the match they had at WrestleMania last year.
Well,
and the one at Extreme Rules.
I've got the 3 Stages of Hell match. There's only ever been 4.
I thought there'd only ever been 2.
No, the first one was in 2001. Triple H versus Stone Cold for Good Al match. A street fight, no DQ match, and a steel cage match.
Oh, that was insane. That was the best finish to a match I'd seen in a long time. Because in the cage, Davey.
Oh, and Davey, that's what I'm on now.
Yeah, man.
Davey's just put the stats up for the 3 Stages of Hell there, so.
That was what's it called? The cage match. Triple H had a sledgehammer, and Stone Cold had like a barbed wire stick, and they both hit each other in the face.
Yeah, that was when he first started with his sledgehammer, wasn't it?
Yeah, isn't that right? That's what happened, and then it was like, and then they just fell on each other, and that's how one of them won.
And then the second one was Triple H Shawn Michaels, and that was a street fight again, a steel cage, then a ladder match. Then we had Randy Orton versus Triple H, a normal match, falls count anywhere in the stretcher.
That's poor.
That's poor as well. But to be fair, the first 2 fights were 2001, 2002, back when you did have them ridiculous matches and you could do it, like.
That is true.
And obviously the next one was the lumberjack match, tables and ambulance.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think I've seen it on the Orton Triple H one, and I think it was alright.
I think I've seen it. Yeah, I think that was around Evolution times, wasn't it?
2009.
Yeah, it would be in and around that sort of.
Was
time.
it 2000? Or was it when it was? Was it around WrestleMania time when?
It was in June the 16th. It was.
When was it? Yeah, when Randy Orton was RKO'ing the whole McMahon family in there. What might have been that around that WrestleMania? Is that right?
Yeah, it'd be somewhere about there, mate. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it? Yeah, I as an event thought it was quite good, to be honest with you, but I didn't mind the 3 Stages of Hell. I thoroughly enjoyed John Cena jumping off the top rope into the
That
lumberjacks.
was the best moments of
That
the
was
match.
if we were doing
His face.
I know, yeah. That's just reminded me of something actually. In a minute or in a bit, we're gonna do. If anyone was listening last week, we started a new segment, which was sorry about your damn luck, and we talk about somebody who's had a bad week this week. So if you want to join in, throw us a tweet and tell us who you think's had a bad week. Because mine was gonna be John Cena, everyone, all of the lumberjacks, and John Cena landing on them.
That was quality. That was. In fact, it was just his face. Any good?
No.
He just looked like a prick. Did you?
like a flying penis.
You're so mean to that guy. So mean. Jesus.
That's because I genuinely can't stand him. Do you know what else I spotted during that match though, Greg, that you'll appreciate? Ocho Libre was back. He was a lumberjack. And when all the guys were crowding around and the champion was on the top rope, he jumped into everybody. Did you notice that Sin Cara didn't get knocked over, so he just stood up and fell over himself?
Was he the one with the pink and white mask on? Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, there, I seen him. He looked down to the floor, didn't he, behind him to see what was happening, and then just saw them and went, oh no.
He just fell over himself.
Yeah, he just saw the collapse to the floor.
You know what though?
He was a sniper in the rafters and took him out instead.
When I was looking and the lumberjacks came out, it was like a who's who of who's no one.
It was just a mismatch.
It was everyone's entry in Who's No One magazine came out. Alex Riley, I didn't even know he was in the company. Fucking hell. Who else was there? Ted DiBiase was there just randomly. The Usos were there just randomly. JTG was there.
It just so happens, by the way, George, Adam said he'd sooner accept Sin Cara as a legitimate main eventer than Alberto Del Rio, and he's pulling shit like that, so...
Sin Cara as a legitimate main eventer. That is a sad day in wrestling history.
It's a statement, that.
That's terrible. Jesus.
That's only instead of that having Alberto Del Rio as World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, that is true.
That's the trade-off.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't keep it. That's all I'm thinking. I hope he doesn't keep the belt.
Del Rio's kind of he's like a tub that you can't flush away. He just doesn't seem to fuck off, regardless of how hard you try.
And as well, did you notice that his hug at the end of the match with Ricky Ricardo was I know it's Ricardo, but Ricky Ricardo is just easy, isn't it? But did you notice the hug with him was a little bit too... It was a little bit past man love.
Do you think it was a little bit too much?
I do, don't say watch the whole match again, just watch the end again.
Do you know what, saying that though, you're talking about that, why did he win the match and then it go to an event, go to an advert and then come back, and he came back out and cut a promo and was like, let's hear it for the world champ, and it was just no, go away. I don't know what that was. I don't know why he did that.
And you're still breathing everything.
Yeah, it was weird. It was just why did you come out and do that? Why would you do that?
Just nonsense.
Davey said that Cody Rhodes, who I must remind him is now to be named Cody Barton.
Cody Barton, yeah.
Has had more bad weeks than anyone and seems to be going further and further down the pecking order. That's because his last name's now Barton.
Cody Barton, yeah.
Destroyed him in 1 week last week.
Doing French accents, is that something that
maybe
Cody Barton does?
Just Joey Barton does that, pulled off ridiculous. Oui, le monsieur.
Fuck you, Joey Barton.
Apparently, we know that was a joke, Adam. Come on.
Yeah, that was a joke. Yeah, that's okay. I'm loving Adam's faces. I've
never seen that one before.
You can tell that he's 17. This is boss. He's pulling he's doing
He's got a new face. Whatever happened to two dots and a P.
Yeah, he wants to get some emoticons on his phone and then throw out thumbs up and all that. It'd be sound, rockets and shit. Glasses up. Forget it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I thought the event was quite good, to be honest with you, as a whole. But there you go. I didn't mind the 3 stages of hell. To be honest with you, I didn't mind the 3 stages of hell because I said, as soon as the ambulance match got mentioned, I said to Sean SLTD, the doorbell end that is, Like, he was quite quiet tonight, he must not be listening. Kid must have got a life. Imagine that. Shit the bed.
That'll be sniffing pants somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Alright, he's not here, I can't really talk about him because he's going to listen to it at some point, and then he'll come into work and be like, fuck that. So yeah, I apologise. So, yeah, I did say to him, like, about 7 weeks ago, I was like, I guarantee if they have the ambulance match, Ryback will get put through the top. That'll be how Cena wins, and that's how fucking Cena won.
Yeah.
Cheeky bastard.
Davey is saying that the Divas match was one of the most interesting matches of Payback. Obviously not agreeing with
what a move
Payback being the exciting
AJ's
one.
finisher is, by the way. Do you know the?
Wow, it was a crazy little stretch, weren't it? But I don't think she locked it in properly when she
No,
topped.
she didn't. No, but what did you say, George?
I said it doesn't look like it hurts at all. Like, all she's doing is just jumped on somebody's back and holding her arm. That's it.
Yeah,
It doesn't look sore at all.
Do you know what it looks like? It kind of looks like a shit version of Gail Kim's. No, Gail Kim's mad, like, crazy
Like the
ass
octopus stretch thing, whatever.
Gail
it was
Kim's
called.
one looks like it kills like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you
She's
go.
a tough bitch like that, Gail Kim. Fucking hell.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, Jesus. But
But
yeah.
yeah, like the Divas match, I thought it was kind of. It made a nice change for it to actually get some time, because it got like, it must have been about 12 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So they told the story, and I was like, fucking hell, are they actually doing this with the Divas? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it was quite good. Like, I thought, I like Caitlyn anyway. I think she's cool. I think she should have kept the title over AJ, but
Yeah, but that's what, like George said, they're creating like a storyline there.
Yeah, I do,
Got to
yeah.
do something with it. You can't stop them
yeah. And
prancing down to the ring every week doing nothing.
when she broke down, and then we had a Layla sighting. Always love to see Layla. Always.
Yeah, that's when Greg did himself a mischief when he was watching it.
No, I didn't. It was the day after on Raw when AJ was in the ring, and then Steph came out, and then Layla had leather pants on the apron, and I was like, Steph and AJ and Layla's leather pants. Oh my! I was in heaven. It was amazing. Just AJ and Steph in the ring, I could watch all day. It was just, yeah, anything Steph touches is fantastic. So, sorry, people, just rambling about my. Everyone knows who listens to the show that I love Stephanie McMahon. Everyone knows this.
You'd have loved her since like
I know.
pre-boobs.
This is true. Yeah, she smells like God's vagina. What? She she smells like God's vagina. How can you not? You know what I mean? That's it.
Excellent. So that's one C-bomb and one V-bomb that was dropped.
God's vaginas. These are meme going around somewhere of what's that smell of Stephanie McMahon. That's got what's that smell, and underneath it's got God's vagina.
Is it not what's that smell? Must be God's vagina.
Something like that, yeah. But yeah, I don't know where that came from. I don't know why I said that she smells. I don't know. If anyone can listen back, Sports Mama, she's listened to all the shows. If anyone listens back, and knows why I mentioned that she smells like God's vagina, I don't know.
I don't know. You've said it for a while. I think
I
you're
know.
just like
I just-
unhealthily obsessed with it.
I just said it one time. Like, do you know what it was actually? Actually, it was a question because I said that when AJ was coming out, I said she just looks like she smells awesome. That was it. And then someone asked a question. I can't remember who it was, and was like, "If AJ smells amazing, what does Steph smell like?" And that was another like crash the whole thing moment when like like we mentioned Mr. Benoit a minute ago, and everyone was like, "Yikes!" It was one of them because someone said it. And I was like, without a beat, was just like, yeah, God's vagina, and everyone sort of looked at me like, okay, anyway, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do apologise for all this vagina talk.
No else had the bad week.
Go ahead.
John Cena when Mark Henry just slammed them everywhere.
This is true, yeah. Are we going to do that? Do you want to do that now, George? Because that's what's going to be my thingy. Do you want to talk about it?
That was just a great move, great moment. That.
Yeah. Do you want to do our James Storm segment?
Yeah, we can do.
Okay, we'll do our Sorry About Your Damn Luck segment, and then give me a minute actually. This is what we'll do.
Sorry about your damn luck. Creek swimming, moonshine sipping, deer skinning, beer drinking, Johnny Cash listening. Longnecks and rednecks are my friends.
Fucking love that tune. It's awesome. I'm having that as my ringtone.
better than that other tune you tried to show me before, which cut off at like a pivotal moment.
Well, that's our ending. That's
like
our...
when I turned Bohemian Rhapsody off that one time at the most pivotal moment.
That's our closing tune. You'll hear our closing tune in a bit. Yeah, we've got a tune of the week, which is our closing tune, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, we've got Sorry About Your Damn Luck segment, which is obviously you talk about who's had the bad week, and who's had the bad week was John Cena, because on Raw I was like believing the shit out of Mark Henry leaving. He was in bits, he was crying and everything. Well, basically what happened was I'd seen it, and then I said to Adam, "You've got to watch this because he hasn't watched Raw." And I was like, gotta watch this. So I didn't tell you, did I? I was like, no,
I was stood there like.
I was like, Mark Henry retires, and you've got to see it. And he was like, oh yeah, Sean. And he was like, oh my god, that is amazing.
Like, what? He retires, but he probably played it out on Twitter or something.
Yeah,
he
was crying and everything in the ring,
and he was to everyone and got like proper emotional and that, and then just boom, slammed John Cena, and then just went, that's how I do, lad. Yeah. See you in a bit.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah, man, that's cool. I think.
Yeah, but to be fair, he can pull 2 18-wheeler trucks, no end. So
yeah, that is true.
He's allowed to do things like that in my book. Yeah. I'm not going to argue with him.
No, neither am I. He's a big dude. Yeah, so that would be my Sorry About Your Damn Luck, John Cena. You stupid, lovable guy. I think he's like one of the people who, like, giving him the belt as well was a big thing. He was like, yeah, I take the belt, and he was like, no, I'm going to give you it back because I don't deserve it and all stuff like that. And then, yeah, man, it's just everything. It was easily the greatest promo he's ever pulled in his entire life.
Yeah.
It was like genius, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I was.
He had the crowd going and everything.
Yeah, he was like, you proper turn the crowd, yeah. And he was like, yeah, and he talked about coming out in his pink jacket and that, and he was like, if you forget me, at least you'll remember the jacket, and everyone was laughing, and he was like saying like he's coming home to his bed and all that, and then was like, yeah, it sounds, and then someone shouted in the crowd about going back to Mae Young, and he was just like, I'm not going to Mae Young, and then everyone laughed, and it was, you know what I mean, it was a nice moment, and then it was just like turned. That was some good shit right there.
Cena hugged him, just don't hug him.
Yeah, that was
don't go for the hug on the big man.
Good shit. So yeah, that would be my Sorry About Your Damn Luck, John Cena. George, what would be your throw out on this one?
I've just had to sort of disappear there and control myself before I speak about this. It's obviously, for me, got to be Dolph Ziggler, victim of the biggest screw job in pro wrestling history. I genuinely can't begin to words how devastated I am about this. Seriously, devastated.
Can tell.
I don't care if it was a double turn, if it's because he was injured or whatever, but for that to happen and for that moron to win the title, no, that has to be Ziggler for me. But in terms of, you were talking about Mark Henry there, I've got to give a shout out to Gary, who reviews Raw for the website. He came up with a brilliant phrase to describe what Mark Henry did. I'm just trying to find it just now, hang on.
Okay. Go ahead. We'll come back to what Carl has done. Why, Carl? Why would you do that, man? Why was
supposed to be Brock Hogan with the big feet? Right?
No, why would you bring it in the feet and then the? It's two different. Like,
we'll go with that in a minute.
Okay. You just threw me there, man. Where did that even picture come from? Jesus, where does he find this stuff? Carl finds like pictures of like random, like. The most random wrestling things you've ever known in your life.
Apparently, from what he got from the situation was that Greg thinks that Stephanie McMahon's feet smell like God's vagina.
Retweet it, man. Retweet it. It's all good. Do your thing.
No, that's not where we've gone.
No, that's the wrong way.
Not right.
That's completely wrong, Carl. You sick little boy. I'll be honest.
You sick freak.
You sick Dutch bastard.
Yeah. So go ahead. What was you saying, George? Sorry.
Yeah. So I found out what Gary, the guy that reviews Raw for us every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, he's talking about Mark Henry. He says, Mark Henry, the gigantic, magnificent bastard, hugged Cena only to drop him with the world's strongest slam. I was shocked at first, but then happy because, haha, the champ got chomped.
The giant, magnificent bastard. Wow.
That's a fairly accurate description. Henry was outstanding on Monday.
Definitely, yeah.
That acting. If John Cena could act like that,
shit, if The Rock could act like that.
Well, did you see what The Rock had on his, what was it, his Facebook thing? Or
Yeah,
his Twitter thing?
someone had, I don't know if it was The Rock, like The Rock
he
did it.
does it all the time.
Did it? Yeah, I don't know if I've seen it, but yeah,
Or whoever controls it.
there was a meme that was The Rock, and it was like, he had the picture of him, and it's like, goes to bed every night praying, and underneath it had, that I could act like Mark Henry. That I could act as good as Mark Henry. I was just like, that is quite good. I'll be honest with you. So, it was genius. Best promo ever.
Yeah, I would say it's up there with, it's easily Mark Henry's best promo of all time.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
But the problem with it is that now when people have to retire for legitimate reasons, when WWE do things like they did with Mark Henry, it makes you less inclined to believe that somebody like, let's take Edge for example.
Yeah, that is
true. How are we
true.
going to know that the next time that happens is serious?
Yeah, that is true. Like, yeah, it like I said that to you even when we were talking about it.
It's dangerous territory.
Yeah, when I was talking about it to you, I was like, then Mark Henry could never retire and do a speech and people will believe him and that. It's not yeah. So I don't know. I liked it, but why? What are you laughing at? What's Twitter saying?
Adam saying you've got all the Carl's memes and they're all fun and games, but everyone loses their minds when he mentions
Mr. Benoit.
Mr. Benoit.
And then a little like face. Look at that, he's got under the face.
A little X and a D.
Yeah.
XD. Put a C on here, man. It'll be alright.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everyone does lose their mind, you're right. But I still don't know where Carl got that picture. Jesus. He pulled this shit out of nowhere. God. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Have we got any more on the screw job, George?
Yeah, any more on the screw job?
I think I've kind of pretty much covered it until we talk about the end of Raw.
Okay.
We'll get into that in a minute.
I was going to say that was my move, CM Punk. He's getting...
Was that your, sorry about your damn luck, CM Punk?
That was mine, was CM Punk. Just mostly because he had to be touched by Brock Lesnar. So sorry about his luck there.
Yeah.
And he fucks every move up he does, Brock Lesnar, for me. I know he was supposed to throw him and that, but...
You've never sounded like somebody who used to be on this show so much in all your life, I'll be honest with you.
No, but like, I've seen Brock Lesnar wrestle and I've seen him when who was it? Was it Jericho? Was it Austin? I can't remember. He slammed him like into the floor, like injured him.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was.
He broke Bob Ollie's neck, didn't he? And then he broke his own.
And he's just, when you see some of the moves he does, he just seems reckless. And you think, you can hurt someone. So he was like to go to the UFC and go and hurt someone.
Yeah. You should see him against, was it Extreme Rules last year against John Cena? Was just like the most horrific.
I think you showed me the match.
I think I probably did actually, yeah. And you just like, it's kind of like, it's hard to watch in all the wrong reasons. It's like you're watching it like, oh my god, John Cena's gonna die, because it's just some of the things that happen. You're like, oh no, and then even at the end when he jumps over and he stands on the steps and like jumps to hit Cena and falls over the ropes, and then stands up like, I'm sound, you're meant to do it, and then does it again. It's like. Yeah. Oh my god!
But even so, he was pretty quick, like grabbing Punk and
he can make an impact, yeah.
Doing his move on him, like he did, like just sort of grab him out of nowhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He just stood in front of him in the next minute.
Yeah, it's when he's got to like spend time in the ring and people go look at him.
Yeah, an actual match.
He loses his shit, but he can make an impact. Like he can come in and be like, "Well, that's big." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was my.
Yeah, there you go. That's Sorry About Your Damn Luck segment right there. I like this segment. It's cool. I like the tune. I'll be honest with you. Tune kind of makes it for me. But yeah, have we got any tweets?
We're just getting 2 in now.
Go ahead. Dead air, this lad.
Adam OB. Sorry, I was thinking to myself, how the fuck do you read? Like Adam OB saying he's genuinely concerned for CM Punk's health because he's eventually going to have to wrestle a match with Brock Lesnar. Which I'm with him there.
He was crying in the ring when he got F5. I was like, go on.
He did like just stay like face down on the floor for like
go home.
But while he was drunk. Like, it was like when you hurt your nose and like your eyes one, you go, oh you little bastard,
yeah.
And you're squinting at. That's what he was left on the floor doing, but not getting up and showing anyone.
Yeah.
And Davey saying in 1 week WWE went from shit to awesome, but Raw just felt like an attitude of the show.
Do you know what that Raw was, sound? I'll be honest with you, that Raw was proper good, and Caitlin's boob helped, but still, That
Take
was
one, pop a boob.
Pop a boob out, yeah. I only seen it on Facebook before.
Little titty.
Yeah, little boob fell out on Raw. Know what I mean? Google that shit if you want to see Caitlin's boob.
You can't have that fast, it's alright.
Oh, Carl, what are you doing now? I'm almost scared to open the photo. Oh, there you go, that's
quality.
awesome.
We like that one.
I like the SLTD on his chest, he should wear that all the time.
Yeah, you didn't see that.
That's sound, that.
Didn't even notice that when I was watching it.
That's sound. Yeah, we've got, George, we've got 20 minutes, so do you want to talk about Brock Lesnar and his awesome impact and the possibility of Lesnar Punk?
Johnny White's just mentioned that then, but he's saying he's a big fan of both.
Yeah, I think it's good that they've done it with the Paul Heyman guy and all that stuff. I think like having all three of them under. Do you know what as well? Actually, talking of Paul Heyman, do you think they're bringing back the whole manager thing where people like heel managers who manage like 5 or 6 different people? Because Paul Heyman's doing it, and Zeb Coulter is managing Cesaro now, which is just fucking amazing. I'll be honest with you, love Cesaro.
It's not fucking amazing, Greg. What is it?
It's fucking tremendous. Oh wait, no, it's fucking tremendous. There you go. Last time I did that, everything went to shit because people couldn't breathe. It's fucking tremendous. There you go.
That was probably the most genius thing you've ever said in your life.
Do you know what's the worst thing? I remember saying it, and it was when the whole Jerry Lawler thing happened and he had a heart attack. And because I know you hate Jerry Lawler, I was like, so what do you think of it? And then that's when I was like, yeah, is it fucking tremendous like that? And yeah, everyone just lost their shit, I'll be honest with you. Brad had to move away and was in the kitchen on the floor, like in the corner rocking. Not even joking with you. I was just like, okay, this is dead air.
Yeah, I'm on my own.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? Mark lost it. It was cool, man. We had a good time. But yeah, yeah, it was fucking tremendous, I'll be honest. Yeah, so do you think that's what they're going with the managers and that, with the like, they're having managers manage a few people rather than just with people? Do you know what I mean? I think they tried it with Vicky Guerrero, was it? Yeah, Vicky Guerrero managed Dolph and Swagger at the same time, didn't she? But then they turned into a tag team.
Yeah, but that's all well and good, but like, you sound like you've done it over like, brought like one manager in, to manage like 5 or 6 people,
I think
like at one point,
like,
and then he's involved with everyone. They should just have like maybe a few with like separate, like single, like you used to be able to have like a manager match, like, if you know what I mean. Like,
I know what you mean. Yeah. I think it's like, I don't know. I kind of like it. The more I like the fact that Zeb is with Swagger and is with Cesaro, but they're not like working together, kind of thing. And I like the fact that Paul Heyman is like with 2 different people, but they're not like together and they're not like mates and stuff like that. It's like, this is what I do and this is what I do. It's just coming out and managing 2 separate people. They don't have to like interact with each other and be mates. Do you know what I mean? No,
he's also got the other one on the Axel. What's his name?
Curtis Axel. Yeah. Well, he's not with Punk anymore because Punk's a face, isn't he? What do people think of Punk coming back as a face, by the way? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's pretty bad, if I'm honest with you, but time will tell, I suppose. What do you think, George?
I think when you were talking about managers, especially heel managers, as long as they're talking for guys that can't actually cut promos, it's fine. Because guys like Swagger and Cesaro can do it, but he's not been built to the level yet where people will actually take in what he's saying. So for guys like that, I think it's a great idea. In terms of Punk coming back as a babyface, he was pretty much already one before he left anyway. I mean, no matter what role WWE give him, people just going to cheer for him anyway. So it was in Chicago and in that area, so he was obviously going to get a good reaction. And now that he's away from Heyman, there's nothing to stop him really. I think he's one of those guys like Austin, where people just like him, they're just drawn to him, and they just want to cheer for him, so there's nothing they can do.
He is just an ultimate face.
Yeah, I think he was so over that they needed to put him with Paul Heyman to get him to be a heel. I think he wouldn't have been a heel without Heyman, I think.
Yeah, that's the only reason that they stuck him with Heyman, I think, was to get people to boo him. And, like, the guy is just... you could tell the difference in Raw this week and at the pay-per-view, the difference having Punk back.
Yeah, you could.
He's
Yeah.
only been on 2 shows.
Yeah, I believe
It's
that.
just
Yeah.
totally unbelievable. I mean, the guy, there's rumours that his contract's up next summer, and if that's the case, then if I was Vince McMahon, I'd be doing everything. I'd be giving him whatever he wanted.
Do you think he wouldn't? Do you think he'd leave?
I think he's fucked, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think the guy's been going balls to the wall for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Without, I mean, that sort of break that he had between, like just after WrestleMania and now, it's the only break he's had. And I think his body's fucked. So I think he walks away if he wants to. But Vince McMahon should do everything he can to get Punk to stay, because the champ isn't working. Randy Orton didn't work. Sheamus hasn't worked as well as they wanted him to. Punk's the guy.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Like,
Yeah, you can tell the difference that like since he's been gone, you can tell the difference. Like there is a genuine sort of Raw is missing something, and pay-per-views are missing something. And I wouldn't like to say someone's bigger than the company, but he is. He's
The closest thing to it, the minute.
yeah, he's the closest thing. But he is the best at everything. Like he's honed his craft like no one else has. I don't think, or no one has in a long time. And
he's so much better than everybody else on the roster. Like, there's a few guys that are up there, sort of like Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, The Shield. Those guys are really, really good. Kane's been outstanding as well this year, by the way.
yeah, he has.
I think with Punk, Punk now is what the WWE wanted Randy Orton to be, but it's just not worked out because he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know if you know, George, but a few people just put on Twitter that Matt Striker's announced he's not renewing his WWE contract.
There you go. Breaking news
Breaking
on
news.
SLTD Radio there. SLTD Radio.
Adam OB with the original one there, but Davey got it in as well.
What did Davey say?
He's saying that you must have read his manager's article.
He must have read his man's. Oh yeah.
And Punk's Punk as a babyface is needed. He'll happily cheer for anyone rather than Cena.
Yeah,
Which I believe George is of the same persuasion. So I hear.
Fuck off,
Very
Davey.
perceptive of you,
Alright.
Adam. Well done.
Fuck off, George. Fuck off, Davey. Alright, I'm a Cena through and through. Alright, Cena through and through.
Yes, Carl's got a good question though. What about RVD coming back?
Oh yeah, that's a good.
yeah.
Actually, well, what do you think of Striker not renewing his contract, George? Dead quick.
This is how I feel about it. I give no fucks.
Okay, 0 fucks from George. Do you give any fucks?
I have no fucks about him to give. To be honest, I don't know who he is.
Shockingly enough,
I've heard his name. I've heard his name.
Shockingly enough, I think Striker's boss. I think they should put him back on commentary, but that's just me.
I might have seen him on commentary before.
If he's going, he's going. Then you know what I mean. Maybe he'll be the third member of the TNA broadcast team, seeing as though that weird fat guy with the goatee's gone.
I thought you were going to say like the third member of the Cheeky Girls or something like that. Then
no. Who was the other guy apart from Mike Tenay and Taz? Who was that guy who was there for a bit?
The guy's name was Todd Kennelly.
Todd Kennelly, yeah, he should be the new Todd Kennelly.
But I actually thought that guy was pretty good.
Nah,
He did a good job. I mean, having to sit next to Taz when Taz is in full-blown heel mode must be hard as fuck. And Mike Tenay looks like he's losing his mind.
Mike Tenay has been doing commentary for wrestling for like ever. Seriously, it's ridiculous. He must have called about 80,000 matches. It's just ridiculous.
And I bet he's called every single one of them in exactly the same way, in exactly the same tone.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll move on because we're slightly running out of time. But what do you think about RVD coming back?
Again, 0 fucks.
Yeah. What do you think of RVD coming back?
I don't think it's right, to be honest. I don't. What did he want him back for? Like I said before, when we eventually got to the right wrestling company.
Adam was like,
I could not remember where he came from.
Bringing RVD from like ECW, Ring of Honor. What's that one in Wales? You know what I mean? I was like, ECW. Yeah, man. Yeah. There we are. Yeah, ECW. Yeah.
I couldn't remember where he came from, but like he came when he originally came to WWE. He was the best thing in like ECW like 10 years ago. So like,
and the rest, yeah, bloody hell.
yeah, 10 years plus, like, and like, so what is he now? Like, what's the point in coming back?
Yeah, I think he'll come back, right, and I don't think, honestly, and this is as bad as it sounds, I don't think he'll be there that long, because he'll work there, and then as soon as the wellness program rolls around, he'll test positive for weed, because he can't help himself, because he just fucking loves it, which is sound, and that's cool. That's what he does. It's just a bit of weed, you know what I mean? That's how we get through the day.
Nothing wrong with that,
Exactly, nothing wrong with that. I don't think
all.
he's like a drug addict or anything like that, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just a plant, and that's how it grows. That's, you know what I mean?
That's how you don't do nothing to that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just what it is.
It's not, yeah, it's not like he's adding water and baking powder and mixing. I don't know the ingredients.
I'm putting it in the needle and sticking it up his
Yeah,
ass.
I'm just saying that I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think that WWE will be like, yeah, fuck off for 30 days, and then he'll come back and have 3 matches, and then they'll do it again, and then he'll go for 60 days. And I think even if it does, he'll still get paid, so he'll still have he'll be there for a year, but wrestle 4 times, and then they'll end up fucking him off, and that'll be it. Do you know what I mean? Really?
Yeah. What is he actually going to do? I mean, do you know what I mean? There's not even room for him. There's so many other guys in NXT they could have brought up and spent time and money and invested in them and their character and got us to give a shit.
Yeah.
But no, once again, they went for the unoriginal, safe option and just brought back somebody who's already established, and they're just going to let him flounder around.
Let him flounder around.
It does seem like
That's
that's
what
what.
he'll do, though.
Yeah,
It does seem like that's what they do a lot, though. Just like bring back, not just in the WWE, like in like.
Yeah, because if you look at it, it's 1,000,001 times easier to have an established name, and as soon as someone's music comes on, have a huge pop, than have put time and effort into establishing a new guy. Do you know what I mean? And I think.
Yeah, but you've got to at some point.
I know you have, but
So
that's,
suppose
you know
this
what I
kid
mean?
is Axel, the new guy.
Yeah, he's the new big thing, isn't he? I would
Yeah.
think.
Which I thought the way he won his match.
Yeah, that was a good match,
pretty
actually,
good,
yeah.
like.
That was a good match. Feel sorry for Wade Barrett, like, but yeah.
Yeah, but he's just like skinny William Regal, isn't he? So he doesn't really matter. He's
Yeah.
only
What
he's
did
only representing the island.
what did Mucky Morris call Wade Barrett? Was it like Barry Bollocks or something like that?
Jeff Bollocks.
Jeff Bollocks, because every time he rolls his things down, he's like he's shouting bollocks. Yeah, man, there's a little shout to Mucky for being on the show the other week. Yeah, Jeff Bollocks. I do feel sorry for him. So yeah, I don't know. It's you kind of got to see what happens, but it's not like he's got a match. He's gonna come out,
No.
cut a promo, and then someone's gonna come out. Someone's gonna interrupt him. I'm assuming the someone is probably gonna be like Christian or Fandango, depending on if he's a heel or a face. Do you know what I mean? It'll be someone like that, and then they'll just fucking job to him for 20 minutes. He'll do the same moves he's done for years, 5-star. The crowd will go nuts, and then we'll carry on.
Yeah, the first 5 stars will be like.
Yeah, that'll be it. You know what I mean? It's not. Know what I mean?
It's only a cheeky froggy.
Yeah, it's just like it's not anything exciting. Well,
Like Davies just said, they brought him back just for a little buzz for the summer. It'll die off. No one will give a shit.
Pretty much, Davey. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, I can't remember who it was. I read something that somebody had written the other day, and they said that Van Damme's coming back, ironically, at a time where Jericho's going off touring again. So I think he's just going to take Jericho's spot and just work with younger guys.
Just
Yeah.
fill in the void for 6 weeks and getting a
Yeah,
paycheck.
that'll probably be it. Yeah. So there you go. We're gonna
But I do
do.
think that he'll end up in the Money in the Bank match. I don't think he's just going to come back for some random
Do you think?
jobber to stand in the ring.
Well, I think he'll
I
have
don't
to
think
be.
he'll win, but I think he'll come back
I
in
think
that match.
he'd have to be in there anyway, because obviously like Jericho will probably be in one of them like crazy matches where he can fill in, and he can do like the big matches.
He can be, and for all the terrible things that get said, he'll be. And I don't like this phrase. I say it a lot, but I don't like it. But RVD and Jericho will be spot monkeys in the match. It'll just be like someone's trying to do something, so they'll do it on him, or because they know they can take a bump off a ladder, they'll do it off him. Do you know what I mean? It'll just be they won't do anything. They'll just
Nothing
like
new.
they're just spot monkeys. It's just like, I want to get him to do this because it'll look cool, and that's a good little highlight thing, and we're going to do it on you because we know you can take it, and we know you know how to fall and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? So that's probably what's going to happen. But there you go. We're going to do, as always, because we've ran out of time pretty much. It was a quick show. Did it feel like a quick show?
Yeah, it was
That's because we spoke about TNA for about an hour.
Yeah, we did.
Like a quick
Well
show.
into the beats of TNA, like.
Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that we talk, like, we roll so much now these days in these new episodes that we don't need ads, and we're not like, we've got to talk about this, we've got to talk about that. We just be like, TNA, what's happening? And then we'll stop talking about TNA. I like that, it's cool. Yeah, we're going to do, and to fashion, last week, shameless plugs fucked right up, to be honest, because I didn't have the thing.
Yeah, there was no music.
No, but this week, you never guess what I've gone and done.
Got music.
Oh no, really?
Now we fucked up again, I haven't got it. So can we just... No, I'm joking. We have got it, check this.
It's a shameful thing, lost her head. A careless man who could wind up dead. You wear your sin like it's some kind of prize. Too many lies, too many lies. All these words are true, and I'll make you believe.
Want to see his face when he does this.
It was hard work not singing that, to be honest. I always used to sing on the show.
Why didn't you like open your mouth, close one eye, and just start bopping your head?
That's me, just doing me thing, innit? Doing me rock and roll business, as it were. I'm the fourth member of 3MB. I'm kind of the class clown. I'm not going to do Jinder Mahal because that got me into a whole heap of trouble last time about me being a racist. So I'm not going to do that, alright? But yeah, I'm kind of...
This is a different show now. So,
I'm kind of the class clown. Yeah, anyway. So we're going to do as the song goes, we're going to do some shameless plugs because we've also got a tweet, by the way. Yeah, we're going to do some shameless plugs because that's what we do. And then, yeah, what's Twitter saying?
Davey's saying it stays, he'll stick to the 2 hour limit, not going over into Fergie time like he's used to.
Yeah,
it's now called Moisey time, by the way.
Yeah, it's what I was going to say, isn't it Moisey time?
It's Moisey time now.
Yeah, that's the only rule we've got on this show because I, honestly, as much as I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy talking wrestling, and I enjoy talking to George, and I sometimes enjoy talking to you,
Only that's all right, lads.
And everybody else, I just think it's proper bad when we do like 3 and 4 hour shows. It's like a Thursday, and it's like, do you know what I mean? EastEnders is on. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm joking. I'm just thinking I don't want to like overtake everyone's night and just be like, alright, end it now, because that's what I kind of think it was like. I know we can talk more, and it's all good tweeting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But 2 hours seems to be a good limit. You know what I mean? I think if people want more, then tweet in and tell me, and we'll extend the show by all means. You'll have to pay for it, I'm joking. But yeah, we'll extend the show slightly and it'll be sound. But yeah, I'm thinking 2 hours for now is a good time. Yeah, George, shameless plugs. What have you got?
I don't have anything specific for me this week, but I just want to give a shameless plug to basically everyone that contributes to the site. So, TNA Fan Zone, Emma Giles, Gary Byrne, Duckman, Sean Irvin, Adam, Carl, everybody that puts content up on the site. The guys have been really sort of consistent with it over the last 6 to 8 weeks, and it's really showing in the traffic that we're getting to the site. So just basically thanks to them. That's basically my shameless plug for this week.
And where can we find you, George? Like, we don't know, but where can we find
lying in the gutter outside my house.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, you mean social media?
Yeah.
Oh, social media. Okay. You can follow me at John Cena Must Die.
It's a bit harsh, but okay.
It's at George_SLTD.
Okay, that's good. Apparently, Sports Mama 32 once more, with like 9 exclamation marks. Okay, we'll think about doing some. Well, we only do it 2 weeks, so I think if we at some point we'll start doing every week again. But we've got shit.
We do, and we just need to get the flow going.
Yeah, we've got
properly.
Shit loads going. It used to be that like. It used to be a blog, and it's like it used to be a podcast, and now it's sort of a bit of everything, and we've kind of got.
It's a monster.
Yeah, for wanting it to be I mean this in the least sleazy way possible, but we have fingers in many pies. Okay, so I don't mean that in the sense that I would usually say that, but yeah, we're sliding in and out of many pies. Okay, so.
Yeah. And, sorry, just to cut in on what you were saying, the team as it was is sort of been halved, so
yeah,
that's pretty much why we can't do a show every week, because we just don't have the time.
That's basically it. And Adam doesn't pull his weight. Adam, like, sitting in front of me, not O'Brien, you definitely pull your weight. You don't, alright?
Yeah, that's why I said your name was awesome before. I've got the same one. Well, at least Carl's loving the new format. He's in the pub having a pint of Guinness listening in.
Well, there you go, Carl, you know what I mean?
Just sitting there. Some official BWP coverage.
Oh, Sam always wants official BWP coverage. At some point, as soon as there's time, we will definitely start that up again. It's all in the pipeline. It's all like in the mix and shit like that, and all the UK stuff. It's coming and stuff like that. It's just basically stop it, man. Stop it.
Nice, George.
We were doing so well. What the? So, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things sort of in the pipeline, so...
Yeah, we are. Basically what we did... Yeah, I'll break kayfabe for the first time tonight. Okay. Basically what we did was, when the team was halved, right, and me and George were, like, doing our thing, we genuinely sat down and was like, okay, what can we do? And we sort of stripped everything back, and now we're building everything back up. And as you can see, there was a time when, everything was a bit of a shambles, I'll be honest with you. There was a time when we had like nothing going on, but now we've got new writers, and writers it's proper like a family, and we comment on each other's stuff, and we talk to each other on Twitter, and it's nice, man. It's a good thing, and that's what we're kind of like growing into. So Sam, if you give us some time, we'll definitely grow into a bit more British stuff, but at the minute it's just not feasible to do all that stuff as well. But as soon as we can, we will. Okay, but any and all, you know, I'd tell you where to go and get BWP stuff, Sam, but you know how to get it. You know what you're doing. So just keep what you're doing, and then we'll join in at some point. Adam, what's your want?
Shameless plugs be anything.
Plug anything you want, I don't care.
Because, you know, me...
Oh, we've run out of time, sorry.
Me new Zeitgeist thing that I've been on to.
Okay,
I don't know if anyone's seen any of it on Netflix.
Okay, you can plug that. You can't plug Netflix.
I'll just say watch it. Alright, on a certain red coloured app.
What you're going to do is, right, after the show, Adam's going to send out a tweet, right, from SLTD Wrestling, and he's going to put on the end that it's him, right, and he'll tell you what he means, and he'll tell you where to find it and what's going on. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a bit like...
It's hard to explain, but yeah, Adam will do his tweet, and he'll put his name at the end of it, and like, if you want to talk to him, and then, obviously, but what's your Twitter?
My Twitter's @little_pip, you know.
Okay, do you want to spell that?
That funny little A on your keyboard.
Yeah.
LILPIPDJANO.
Some funky ass spelling that, I'll be honest with you.
Would have been with a Y, but I forgot my password. It's my gamer tag on my Xbox.
Yeah, there you go. So, is George tweeting?
George is tweeting. Thinks he's Mark Henry. My shameless plugs will be... I'm kind of getting back on Twitter a little bit on mine. I haven't really used my Twitter because everything was going on. But yeah, my Twitter is Greg_SLTD as always. And obviously if you go to SLTD Wrestling, you will tweet me or George, one of the two. And as I said at the start of the show, go and listen. Go on our Facebook and like our page. Do your thing and all that stuff, because I'm trying to get some people going on with the Facebook, because we kind of fell off it a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And also, if anybody's listening on iTunes, go and rate us on iTunes for me, because I want to be rated, and I want people to like know when it pushes. The ratings push like you up the ladder kind of thing and get exposure and stuff. So yeah, if you want a 5-star us, RVD style, that will be smashing. I'll be honest with you. Only takes 2 seconds as well, unless you want to do a little anything else that's good on iTunes and that sound. And I think that's it. We're gonna end the show tonight with an old school tune for us, kind of. I don't know if any of you remember Madison J, but we used to end the show with Madison J all the time. And he's got an album out back in the 90s. If you go on iTunes, when you're rating us, put in Madison J and give his stuff a listen, because it's quite cool. It's like wrestling tunes, but like raps over it. It's proper good. And he's on Facebook as well, and he's on Twitter as well. So just have a search for Madison J, and yeah, do your thing, and we'll see. Oh yeah, what's the date of the next show, lad? The date of the next show is in 2 weeks' time again. Is the 4th of July.
The 4th, there you go. 4th of July.
July the 4th be with you.
Wow.
Yeah. The 4th of July may possibly be a Money in the Bank special. So I'm sure you'll hear about it beforehand. But yeah, at some point we're going to do a Money in the Bank special show. So yeah, that may be the 4th. It may be not. It'll be around that time. But always like stay in touch and we'll tell you what's going on, I'm sure. And we will see you May the 4th, yeah? May the 4th? No, July the 4th. Is it?
July the 4th.
July the 4th, sorry,
May the 4th.
I know, I was thinking that. Why are you saying May?
Because I said July the 4th be with you.
Oh, right, okay. That's why I said
May the
May.
4th be with you.
Sorry, I'm confused the shit out of me. I was like, May, where are you going? So yeah, this is Madison J. We were SLTD Radio, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Hey, 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 County. What you gonna do, nigga? When it's a fight for your life, huh? This is a fight for your life, not a fight for the ice. You could die by the gun, or you could die by the knife. Those aren't the options you want, nor the options you need. If you think you a gangster, well nigga, gangsters can bleed. Is you willing to fight when your life's on the line? Are you as real as you say, or a nigga falling in line? It's so real in the field, killers pulling them chairs out. You claim you got honey, so better watch for them bears out. They can't be serious, they think that'll work out. Examine your blueprint and work all your quirks out. Redo your formula and see if it adds up. For miscalculation can see your body back up. You probably don't understand this real as it gets. You ain't born with immunity, you ain't one of the dips. Any man could get touched, so what's your plan of attack? This is a fight for your life, you could get blown from the map. Wow. It's a fight for your life, fight for your life, fight for your life. Shit gets real, but they don't know, Sample Rez on the beat, I'm employed by the streets. That don't mean that I'm slinging, I'm just in tune with the speech. Maybe a battle for death, not a fight for your life. Maybe you took all your vitamins, sent your prayers up to Christ. Maybe it's all just a game, and we all just a piece of the puzzle we call life, and you just a sheep. They tell me fight for my rights, but what if right goes wrong? Then everything that I said goes to shit in this song. Try to fight but can't reach them. Niggas always need reason to have a purpose in life. It's like a light with a beacon. Maybe a fight for your life could do a nigga some good, but then again we always fight for our life in the hood. Every man wants purpose, every man has a choice. Either stand like a man or you hear silence of voice. Any man could get touched, so what's your plan of attack? This is a fight for your life, you could get blown from the map. Damn. Sir, shit is definitely real out here. Yeah, shit is definitely real. You think Hulkamania running wild, nigga? You ain't seen nothing yet. The illuminated ones. This is County. H-Gang Music. Raps like wrestling. This is a fight for your life. A fight for your life. Fight for your life.